My name is David Merrill. I'm the head chef over here at the Cedar Room. What I hope to bring to the community is an opportunity to explore new horizons that people maybe haven't before because it was too expensive, too intimidating, too broad. And I just kind of want to bring an opportunity for people to try new things in, exciting ways that, are still small town affordable. Stop on by at the Cedar Room located here in the historic Canteen District.
Test, 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 1, 2, 3. Checking out my mic volume. Check, 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 1, 2, 3.
FM 98.1 and 1410 AM. Music.
I love it. Oh, yeah. Better music than everybody else.
North Platte's favorite radio station. Best of the 70s, 80s, and 90s. KOOQ North Platte. K251CP North Platte. 98.1 and 1410. We're online, too, at northplattepost.com. The following is an Eagle Media Sports presentation. North Platte High Sports on northplattepost.com, FM 98.1 and AM 1410 are brought to you by
the Justin Thompson Agency, American Family Insurance, Haynes of Heartland, La Casa del Rios, Dave's Place, Cole Jonathan with High Street Insurance, Hal's Lock and Safe, State Farm Agent Bobby Holst.
In motion, Hannibal. He'll step back, rolling to his right. Caden Johnson looking, throwing to the end zone. Max Negley wide open. A touchdown, North Platte. Max Negley wide open.
Also brought to you in part by Bill Summers, Ford, Honda, Nissan, Great Plains Foot and Ankle, The Fortify Group, Larry's Glass, Shelter Insurance Agents Pete Foles and Brent Rogo, Puro Clean.
As Savannah Cove now makes her way all the way to third base with 2 down. And now a 5-1 lead. That's going up to center field. It is out of here. A home run for Adi Reyna.
Sports Zone coverage also brought to you in part by Great Plains Health, Great Plains Health Sports and Therapy, Jay Engel with Farm Bureau Financial Services, Runza, Double Dips, Merrick's Ranch House, Mid-Plains Community College, and Szechuan Famous Food Sushi Bar.
Here's the voice of the Dogs, Paxton Gordon.
Welcome, everybody, here to Omaha, Benson, FM 98.1, AM 1410, live streaming on our Cedar Room live stream, northplattepost.com. Paxton Gordon here. Once again, it's time for some football, everybody. North Platte High, who currently sits at 0-5 on the season, taking on Omaha, Benson, and the Battling Bunnies, who are 2-3 on the season. Pretty marketable improvement for this Benson Bunnies squad. Of course, if you remember last year, North Platte decimated this Bunnies team at home, and in the very next game, Benson forfeited the rest of their season. Are back once again with a vengeance, as they currently are 2-3 overall. They are, though, 0-1 in the conference, with losses to Burke, Lincoln Northeast 56-0, and then falling last week to Lincoln High 47-24. With wins against Omaha Northwest, as well as Omaha Buena Vista. Of course, for the North Platte High Bulldogs, they currently also sit, this time 0-5, last in the A4 district, as they now will be beginning the district play with Benson today, Lincoln Southeast next week, Millard South on the 16th, and then, of course, Lincoln High on the 24th. How do we get to this part of the season for North Platte High School? Well, just unfortunately have not really been able to find not only the momentum they've been looking for offensively, of course, if you remember, replacing 27-plus seniors from last year's team. 19 of those were starters, so really only returning 2 starters along the offensive side of the football, and took the Dogs a while to really get things going offensively. Their big standout game 2 weeks ago against Lincoln Northeast in Lincoln, where they fell to the Rockets 35-27. Faced Columbus last week. We knew it was going to be a tough matchup. That Columbus Discoverers squad just an absolute machine when it comes to what they were putting forth. The three-headed monster that they have between Wojcicki as well as Daniels and their, of course, one starting quarterback. So I have to pull their stats up here, Mr. Hoop, as I wait for it to slowly load in. But Columbus, with just that talent that they have between Razakov, receiver, Connor Williams at quarterback, Wojcicki, Daniels at the running back, as well as Eisenman. It's just the Dogs were unable to really find successful ways to stop the big play. All season, North Platte had a fantastic job when it came to figuring out the big play and limiting the teams to said big play. And unfortunately, Dogs gave up 3 separate occasions of big plays. A kickoff return, a huge 56-yard touchdown pass to Razakov from Connor Williams, and then another big run towards the end of the game. And if you slashed those 3 plays out of the way, you're looking at a 21-6 loss for North Platte High School. Much better to swallow than 42-6. And as I've said most of the season, the score really doesn't reflect how well the team in certain aspects of the game played. I mean, to open up the game, the Dogs are driving. They were driving down the throat of this Columbus Discoverers defense, but on a costly 4th down, they just couldn't get enough yards. They fell a yard short, and after that point, things just started to get a little out of whack. They were unable to really find that same, penetration with the running attack and real same aggression that they had in the opening drive. And because of that, they ultimately fall to Columbus 42-6. Now faced a Benson Bunnies squad that, yes, is 2-3 right now, but a lot of question marks around this Bunnies squad. Again, their only victories this season coming against Omaha Northwest as well as Omaha Buena Vista. So there's a lot of, is this team legit? Last time I had this conversation of is this team legit, it was against the Rockets of Lincoln Northeast. You know what happened, Carl? They beat us. Yep, they beat us. So I'm already 0 for 1 on my predictions of is this team legit or not. Though it may be a little bit different for this Bunnies squad. But again, just like with the Rockets, you got to give props to the Benson Bunnies. After forfeiting their season last year, come into this season trying to re-solidify themselves and at least take a couple steps forward. I mean, a huge success story would be for them to just finish this season. And so far, picking up 2 wins. They're first 2 wins in quite a while. They have to be pretty happy. But more importantly, for North Platte High School, we're looking for their first victory of 2025, and more importantly, their first district win, because again, after this, they really get into the depths of district play again, taking on Lincoln Southeast at home next week, Millard South after that, then ending the season at home against Lincoln High. Quick Stop pregame show, 27 locations open 24 hours a day. Quick Stop always open right around the corner. Now, I do want to let you know, if you are paying attention on our Cedar Room live stream, you can see the little bit of fog when it comes to where we're situated today. Yet the window's not the best here in Omaha Benson, so we do apologize if some of the viewing experience today looks a little fuzzy. No, it is not. It's not our camera, or it is your television, or whichever you're watching. Just some of these windows are a little fogged down. So we'll give our best effort to make up for that with not only a great call, but also a Bulldog victory today. We'll step aside on our Quick Stop pregame show. When we do come back, we do have our La Casa del Rio's coaches interview with head coach Kurt Altig, as he not only previews this week's Benson game, but also goes back in time to talk about last week's Columbus loss. On FM 98.1, AM 1410, and video live streaming on our Cedar Room live stream at NorthPlattePost.com.
Kylie is a Runza burger lover.
Especially if it's smothered with sauteed onions and French onion dip and topped with Swiss cheese.
Ah, sounds like you just had the French onion burger at Runza.
Yes. Yes, I did.
Are you crying?
Yeah, it's the onions. Wait, are you crying?
Yeah, because I love the French onion burger. Come get yours today. Because from the way we make it to the way it makes you feel, Runza makes it all better.
Personalized care with one goal, to keep you moving and enjoying life. Dr. Anthony Martin is now seeing patients at Great Plains Health Orthopedics, fellowship trained in hand and upper extremity surgery. Dr. Martin treats carpal tunnel, tennis elbow, arthritis, and trauma fractures throughout the body, and is fluent in Spanish. Schedule today at 308-568-3800.
Your health is our mission. Great Plains Health.
Hey, high school students, why wait to start college when you can begin transforming your future for free? Mid-Plains Community College is now offering free tuition for dual credit and early entry classes beginning this fall. Get ahead, save money, and transform your future while in high school. Talk to your high school guidance counselor or visit our website at mpcc.edu. That's mpcc.edu. Students are responsible for all course-related fees and must attend a Nebraska high school or Nebraska homeschool to qualify.
Your family depends on you. That's why you work hard to make sure they have everything they need. With life insurance from American Family Life Insurance Company, you'll feel good knowing you've taken steps to protect what matters most. Now's the time to plan ahead. Let's talk about protecting your loved one's financial future and finding peace of mind you and your loved ones deserve. For details, contact Justin, 534-2400, or stop by 501 South Dewey Street, just south of Little Caesars Pizza on the corner of E and Dewey.
American Family Insurance.
This is the Bulldog Pregame Show from FM 98.1 and 1410 AM. Presented by Quick Stop. Always open right around the corner. Quick Stop.
Hey everybody, Paxton Gordon here. Quick Stop pregame show. It's my favorite time of the week because we get to talk football with head coach Kurt Altig, the North Platte High football coach. Coach, it's good to see you again for another week before me and you hit the road here and go and have some fun up at Omaha. Benson, how you been feeling this week? 0-5's been tough sledding the first couple of weeks of the season, but feels like over the last few games, maybe some good things have been showing more and more as the weeks have gone on.
After losses on Friday, and I've kind of talked about this the last couple of weeks, you feel pretty dejected. However, you go back and you watch the film, and we really did some really good things. I mean, we played some really solid football, but, in all the time combined about, where we played football like we can, probably only stretches to about a quarter of the game. And then, when you have three quarters where you don't necessarily play so well and you're playing a good team, they're going to put a lot of points on the board, and we didn't.
Yeah, and, we talked at the end of that game. 21 of their 42 points came off of just really three big plays, one of them being on special teams. So, of course, you flip the coin, hindsight 50-50, cut those big plays in half, and a 21-6 point going into that fourth quarter. Not too bad, and as you said, when you look over the game, there was a lot of positive things to take away, even if the final score did not really reflect how well the team was able to play through parts of that game. And again, give credit to Columbus. That's a dynamic offense with three different types of not only speed backs, but just weapons that they can put at their disposal.
Yeah, I think we did a pretty good job of short a couple times, which, we're known to do. We'd much rather leave our offense out on the field anytime we're 4th and 3 or under that. And simple little plays that we run where we would convert, we had some guys not quite get themselves in the right position and stopped a short, and that gave them short fields, and they were able to, rally around it and put some points on the board.
Yep, and as you said, you've been through the weeks been rotating some new players in to kind of see what abilities they can put together, and it just feels like now that we've gotten to this point, almost, I'm going to say a set lineup now, but you feel more comfortable with the guys that you've got putting in place over the last 2 to 3 weeks?
Yeah, anytime we can get guys some experience on Friday nights, that's a good thing, especially with, the fact that the majority of our guys have, to start the year some of them had never even suited up for a varsity game, let alone, played a whole bunch of plays. And the more we go, the better they get. Still a super young team. So, with young teams, you're going to have things like mistakes. And for the most part, we've done a pretty good job not hurting ourselves turnover wise, but we just got to make sure we go out and execute in the other three facets of the game. And again, the more reps those guys can get in real game, situations on Friday nights, the better they're going to be.
And you talk about some of those guys getting those reps, some names that have been notably over the last 2 weeks really taken, I think, a very big positive step, and maybe even 2 steps in an amazing direction. Carter Still, who's now entering his 6th game as a starting quarterback, really, I thought, held the offense pretty well through that very tough physical defense that is Columbus. And also Owen Shea on the defensive side, really picking up the pace, really putting in the tackles. I think currently right now ranked 3rd in the state in all juniors when it comes to total tackles. So the young guys, really are now starting to get to that point where you can see the vision that you thought early on when the offseason program started along.
Yeah, Carter, he does a really good job Owen, he's been, he's kind of the rock of our defense and even our offense now. It lines up most time as our B-back. Some of the big things that really help is, with our really, really young offensive line, getting those guys reps to allow Carter's job to be easier, where he can just worry about his reads and his pitches, and he doesn't have to necessarily worry about guys, all over him in a hurry. Getting those linemen, solidified in their positions and having them make good plays is really going to help everybody out.
It really is. And now you face an Omaha Benson team, which over the past couple of seasons, it's really one season since you started to play them last year, have had good success against this team. And really, I think, as the word this week kind of been, this game might be really a springboard to really propel this team finally, not only through the hurdle of their first victory, but put as you say, all 4 quarters together.
We've talked a lot this week about, the past is in the past. Last year's North Platte Bulldogs, that's in the past. That's not this team. And last year's Benson team, is in the past. And that's not the team that they're putting on the field. They're much more dynamic. They can make some plays. They have 2 wins. And so, we can't take anything for granted. We got to worry about ourselves, and we got to worry about coming out and doing everything right for an entire game. And just like every game we play, we feel if we go out and we execute on the offense, defense, and special teams, there's not very many teams in the state that can hang with our type of offense when we, keep dynamic offenses watching us, march the ball down the field, and then we're able to string together a few defensive plays. So, a big thing we're just focused on right now. And, right now we start district play, and the next 4 games we have district play. We're going to do 1 game at a time. We win, 3 or 4 games, and that'll put us in the playoffs.
That's what you love to hear. Well, we'll step aside, take a break here, of course, on our La Casa del Rio's coaches interview. We come back, we'll talk more about that dynamic Benson Bunnies offense when we come back on our Quick Stop pregame show.
When the leaves start falling and the temps start dropping, do your windows keep the cold out or let it in? From foggy panes and drafts to cracked or outdated glass, Larry's Glass can help you cozy up your home before winter hits. Repairs, replacements, even custom storm windows. Call Larry's Glass in North Platte today and stay warm, safe, and energy smart all season long. Larry's Glass, 211 West 5th, where quality meets clarity.
Dave's Place is back.
That's right. Dave's Place is back open, but this time at a brand new location. Come check us out at our new Dave's Place, just north of Walmart at 502 East Francis.
But don't worry, we haven't changed the best of Dave's Place. So the best wings in town. And the best pizza, too.
And the family atmosphere you always want, just at a new stop. Dave's Place is now open at 502 East Francis in North Platte. Dine-in, carry-out, or DoorDash. Whoop, whoop.
In a lawsuit, a little extra liability protection can go a long way. I'm Justin Thompson at the Justin Thompson Agency. A personal umbrella policy from American Family Insurance offers $1 million or more of coverage over and above the limits of your auto and home policy. And it's affordable. Contact Justin at the Justin Thompson Agency at 501 South Dewey Street or call 534-2400 today.
American Family Insurance.
Every step should feel great, but if foot pain, bunions, heel spurs, or injuries are slowing you down, Great Plains Foot and Ankle Specialists is here to help. Their expert team of doctors provide top-notch care, from routine foot health to advanced treatments and surgery. Whether you're an athlete, always on the go, or just tired of aching feet, they'll get you back on your feet pain-free. Step into comfort. Call Great Plains Foot and Ankle Specialists today, or see them online at gpfootandankle.com.
This is the Bulldog Pregame Show from FM 98.1 and 1410 AM. Presented by Quick Stop. Always open right around the corner. Quick Stop.
Welcome back here, La Casa del Rio's coaches interview with head coach Kurt Altig ahead of the Omaha Benson game. You just said Benson Bunnies this year 2-3 on the season. really have taken, just like with Lincoln Northeastern, the Rockies have taken a very positive step in the right direction. It really does start with that offense headed by Deonta Settle-Shelley at quarterback, Nemu at running back, and the leading wide receiver, Shea Booley. And they've got a three-headed monster of just at three different positions that have really helped propel this squad to probably one of its best seasons to date. What was some of the things you inspected on the tape that you've taken away from this Bunnies team?
Their quarterback is pretty dynamic. He's really good at running around and being able to make plays, and he can absolutely throw the ball a long ways. And he's not scared to get their guys open and out in space and try to throw them open. So we're going to have to make sure we do a good job containing him, keeping him in the pocket. And then, when he throws the ball up and goes deep, we need to make sure we're there to be able to attack the ball and try to keep it out of their hands.
And of course, last week they had the two big passing plays early on in the game. One of them, of course, leading to that really big touchdown. Have you both, again, Columbus's offense and the Bunnies' offense are completely two different separate ordeals when it comes to them. But you took away from that Columbus game and the big plays they had, do you feel that Benson can not only do the same thing, but your team has to defensively still stay home and not let any of those dynamic runners up front catch their attention to let guys behind them?
Those two plays against Columbus were just simple communication errors between our defensive backs. We didn't communicate across the board what coverage we were in, and so we had guys running open because we had, three of our four defensive backs playing different coverages. So I'm not too concerned necessarily about, just having guys running wide open. We've done a good job this week in practice, making sure that we are communicating across the board, all levels, what defensive coverage we're running, what defense we're running all together, and that kind of goes back to those little things, making sure we're all, on the same page and putting ourselves in positions to be successful. So I don't foresee them having guys just running wide open down the field. But at the same time, with their quarterback and his ability to throw, he's going to throw the ball up there whether they're covered or not, and our job is to go and make plays.
Love to hear that. Now, Coach, before I let you go, take me through the keys that you have on our Owls Talk and Safe keys to the game to secure your first victory of 2025 and start off district play with a W.
Offensively, we're just going to come out and do what we do. We want to make sure that we control the clock, control the ball, which then at the same time controls the clock, leaves their offense, just watching us kind of matriculate and use time going down the field. Special teams wise, we cleaned it up a little bit last week. We need to do even a better job this week, after we've marched the ball down the field and scored, make sure that, our kickoff coverage is good. And defensively, we need to make sure that we keep their quarterback in the pocket. Kind of get a good rush on him. And if he's going to throw the ball up, which I'm sure he's going to do, we're going to have to go to battle those wide receivers and make plays.
Coach, as always, thank you so much. Can't wait to see you in the press box later tonight with a victory in your hand.
All right. Thank you very much.
Your husband is pretty handy to have around. He makes the world's best mac and cheese. He's in the Tickle Monster Hall of Fame. And he can teach anyone how to throw strikes. But a busted pipe and a basement full of water?
Honey, I think we need a plumber.
Is a little out of his league. That's where a homeowner's policy from Shelter Insurance comes in handy. We'll help get your house back in order and your husband back to what he does best.
See me, Pete Volz, at 501 South Jeffers for a free insurance review.
It's game time at Bill Summers Ford Honda Nissan during their kickoff sales event. Let's play some football! Score big with winning deals and tackle fall savings on over 300 new and pre-owned vehicles right on the lot. Don't miss your chance to drive home a victory. Only at Bill Summers Ford Honda Nissan. Ready to score? Stop out today or visit BillSummers.com 24/7. And you'll be a winner.
PuroClean of North Platte delivers fast water, mold, and fire damage restoration services to the North Platte area. PuroClean knows how challenging those times can be to you and to your family. Their Nebraska-based experts have a winning, reliable combination of training and equipment partnerships. Local, fast service in the North Platte area. Their average on-site time is 60 minutes, and they'll coordinate with your local insurance provider. Give PuroClean a call now at 1-800-775-7876 and schedule a visit from a member of the team at PuroClean in North Platte.
Hands of Heartland has offered support and services for those with developmental disabilities in Nebraska since 1998 and is now bringing those services to the North Platte area. Residential services, respite services, community services, and even day services. Hands of Heartland offers a full array of services from 24-hour supports to just a few hours per week. Learn more today online at handsofheartland.com. That's handsofheartland.com. Hands of Heartland, providing creative opportunities to live and grow.
Thanks for listening to the Quick Stop pregame show. They have 27 locations open 24 hours a day. Quick Stop. Game time is just moments away on FM 98.1.
Craving bold flavors and authentic Chinese cuisine? Look no further than Szechuan Famous Foods. From spicy Szechuan classics to mouth-watering dumplings, fresh sushi, their dishes are crafted with the freshest ingredients and traditional recipes. Whether you're dining in or taking out, every bite is a taste of China. Visit Szechuan Famous Foods today, where flavor is always first. Located at 320 Rodeo Road, or order online at SzechuanFamous.com for carryout or delivery. Your taste buds will thank you.
As the crisp fall air rolls in, it's the perfect time to secure the insurance protection you need. Fortify Group has over 50 years of trusted experience serving customers in North Platte and beyond. We're here to cover all your needs: farm, crop, auto, home, and commercial insurance. Whether it's harvest season or time to winterize your home, we work with multiple carriers to find the best coverage for you. Visit fortifygroup.net to learn more, or stop by our office at 621 South Dewey and chat with me, Kevin McCann. No matter the season, you can rely on Fortify.
Every step should feel great, but if foot pain, bunions, heel spurs, or injuries are slowing you down, Great Plains Foot and Ankle Specialist is here to help. Their expert team of doctors provide top-notch care, from routine foot health to advanced treatments and surgery. Whether you're an athlete, always on the go, or just tired of aching feet, they'll get you back on your feet pain-free. Step into comfort. Call Great Plains Foot and Ankle Specialist today, or see them online at gpfootandankle.com.
The Bulldogs play here on FM 98.1 and 1410 AM KOOQ. Merrick's Ranch House. Lunch specials Tuesday through Saturday with two sides, just $10. See them on Facebook. Dine in, order online, use DoorDash, or just call for carryout. Merrick's.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back here to Omaha, Benson, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and yes, video live streaming on our Cedar Room live stream, NorthPlattePost.com. It is time now for our Double Dips Ice Creamery starting lineup. Double Dips Ice Creamery in the historic Canteen District of North Platte offers 24 plus different flavors, Carl, of hand-dipped ice cream, served in a variety of ways. Double Dips also offers homemade waffle cones and bowls alongside homemade fudge and freshly baked desserts. Plus, they have also available the ice cream trailer for all your outdoor events. Of course, we'll start on the side of Benson and the Bunnies. Normally, Doncesettle's Shelley would be starting, but is out currently with an injury. So getting the start today, Dylan Marshall at quarterback, alongside Jermaine Samuel, Shai Bulliam, Wisdom Agbeve, and Nimu at running back. On the offensive line, Avant Vaughn, Carlos Sanchez, as well as Elijah Payne and Kahtu getting the start for Benson and the Bunnies. On the side of North Platte High School and the Bulldogs on the offensive line, Blake Tonkinson, Jake Kincaid alongside Caden Brex, Jacob Martinez, and Colton Altig for North Platte. Carson Altig for the side of the Dogs. And quarterback Carter Still, the sophomore, once again starting alongside Owen Shea. Two speedbacks at the moment, for what I've seen, is going to be Ty Handwork, Connor Stifler, Sam Euling, and Colton Altig getting the start today for North Platte High. That was our Quick Stop pregame show. 27 locations open 24 hours a day. Quick Stop always open right around the corner. Just a few moments away from kickoff between North Platte High and Benson and the Bunnies in the first district matchup this season for the Dogs. Of course, they'll be taking on Lincoln Southeast at home next week. Millard South the Thursday after that at 4:30, and then wrap the season up against Lincoln High at home. And then we'll see how the playoff gods descend upon the heavens to see if North Platte can be favored to maybe make a spot. Doesn't look like at the moment. They'd have to win all 4 games, which is, again, a possibility for 3 of them at the least. The Millard South game is going to be a little tougher. We're going to have to see a Omaha West Side style upset that we saw, about almost 4 years ago to this date. But the Dogs, more importantly, are looking for their first victory of the year, and might not come at a better time than right here to open up district play against Benson and the Battling Bunnies. Of course, Settle Shelley out today, of course, with an injury, so Dylan Marshall taking over the quarterback position. It's either going to be Dylan Marshall or last year's starting quarterback, Israel Taylor. So Israel Taylor did start last year for the Benson Bunnies, but this year might be Dylan Marshall subbing in, of course, for the injured Settles Shelley. North Platte is electing to receive, which means the Bunnies will be kicking first for North Platte, kicking into North Platte, so they'll get the second half kickoff as Cristobal Hernandez going to be slated with that task here today's game, as just about ready to rock and roll from Omaha Benson as North Platte High School 0-5 take on the 2-3 Benson Bunnies. Deep to return, Bargel as well as Ty Hanneborg. So good to see Liam Bargel back at the 10-yard line. He's been in and out in terms of the return unit, but Ty Hanneborg taking over the primary steps as to the near hash, Hernandez getting ready to kick. Pretty short kicks during pregame warm-ups on the side of Cristobal Hernandez. Let's see if the Dogs special teams unit can do a better job today of limiting the points. The last 2 games have, I think actually 3 games have given up a special teams touchdown. So we'll see if they can keep that to the minimum, as Hernandez's big boot going to be received almost by Ty Hanneborg as he lets that roll into the end zone. And with that, the Dogs will start their first offensive possession of the half. At their own 20-yard line. See what they'll set up. Yeah, they'll set up at the 20-yard line. So Dogs will start offensively at the 20 for the first time today. Of course, Carter's still in at running back. In at quarterback. Owen Shea right behind him. Hanneborg and Brecken Corco look to be out on the field right now for North Platte High. Speed back. Hanneborg in motion. Now the pitch out to Ty Hanneborg here in the open field. He's going to bounce to the outside and get to around the 33-yard line. Ty Hanneborg with a pickup of 13 yards to make it first down and 10. Another fresh set for North Platte. And how about Ty Hanneborg starting things off offensively for the Dogs' rushing attack. Big pickup, and now the Dogs are in working position. Stifler in motion. The handoff the left side of Owen Shea, but he is stopped immediately by a sea of green jerseys off the rip. Cristobal Hernandez there on the stop, as well as Dylan Marshall. First on the scene at defensive line. That's a no gain on the play from Owen Shea to make it 2nd and 10 with 11:20 left to go on the Bulldogs' 27-yard line. Still, once more under center. In motion, Stifler. Pitch out to Connor Stifler on the far side. He's got a lot of blockers in front of him. At the 40-yard line, Connor Stifler, here he goes. 40, 35, 20. He's knocked out of bounds at around the 19-yard line. Connor Stifler. Big pickup. 48 yards for Connor Stifler. And the Dogs will set up, actually take that back to 47 yards as Connor Stifler now will set up 1st and 10 at the Benson 25-yard line. Big pickup for Connor Stifler. And now with 10:43 left to go, the Dogs threatening to score on their opening possession. In motion, Hanneborg. Off the right side now, Owen Shea. Shea into the open field. He cuts back to the middle and will be barreled down around the first down marker. He might have gotten enough for a first down. Did Owen Shea? We'll see where they mark him. He might be just a yard short. We'll see. They'll give him the first down. Owen Shea, 10-yard pickup. It's 1st and 10 at the Bunnies' 10-yard line. 10:18 left to go in our opening half. As under center, Shea once again. Now, going to keep it himself. Now cut to the perimeter. Back up into the middle of the field. And he'll fall forward right around to the Bunnies' 4-yard line. Carter Still, 6-yard pickup. Make it 2nd and goal at the Bunnies' 4-yard line. Still 0-0 on our State Farm agent Bobby Holt's scoreboard. 9:40 left to go in the opening quarter of play. Right behind Carter Still, Owen Shea, Stifler and Hanneborg still in at speed back. In motion, Hanneborg. The pitch out to Ty Hanneborg. He breaks through one tackle, trying to cut the other way. He's still keeping the legs turning, but that's going to be a big loss for North Platte. Maybe 6 yards on the loss to make it 3rd and 10. Ty Hanneborg met immediately at the point of attack by Nehemiah Lewis, the senior. 3rd and goal at the Bunnies' 10-yard line. 10-yard loss, 6-yard loss for Ty Hanneborg. 3rd and goal now for North Platte as Carter Still comes on under center. Stifler here to the right side, Hanneborg to the far side. As Still off the right, hands it off to Owen Shea. Owen Shea into the end zone. It is a touchdown for North Platte High School. Owen Shea on his 2nd carry of the game. Picks up 10 yards, and the Dogs strike first. 10 yards out, a touchdown from Owen Shea. And North Platte High now leads 6-0 on our State Farm agent Bobby Holt's scoreboard. As officials are having a conversation at around the 5-yard line now. Maybe to see if they will confirm that call. Now, if we do go for the extra point from North Platte, Carter Still will be taking the extra point attempts. D'Angelo Mata out for a 2nd straight week with a lower back injury. As it is, Carter Still. Oh, a personal foul on the side of the Bunnies after the play. Wow, that was a late flag coming in from the officials. As now they didn't even allow the snap to go as they're going to be blown dead. So Carter Still going for the extra point for North Platte with D'Angelo Mata, of course, having that back injury that will sideline him for this week and hopefully be back next week for the Lincoln Southeast game. As here comes the hold from Shane Patterson, quarterback to quarterback. High snap. Kick is up, and it's blocked again, this time by Cristobal Hernandez. 2nd straight week that an North Platte High kick is going to be blocked. And with that, it's 6-0 on our State Farm agent Bobby Holt's scoreboard. We meet you where you're at, help you get to where you want to be. Timeouts are brought to you in part by Kevin McGann and the Fortify Group. You can check out Kevin McGann and the Fortify Group. His location, 621 South Dewey, Sweet Bee, as well as our other sponsors for today's game. Hands of Heartland. Hands of Heartland has offered support and services for those with developmental disabilities in Nebraska since 1998. And they're bringing those services to the North Platte area. Deep to return for the Bunnies here on their potential first opening drive of offense. Then Mint. Deep to return the sophomore and Jermaine Samuel. Also deep to return the senior. As it looks to be Carter Still who will be doing kickoff duties. Now, because of that personal foul, the Dogs will kick off all the way up at the Bunnies' 45-yard line. Wow. It's a big foul coming in from the Bunnies after that touchdown from Owen Shea from 10 yards out. 6-0 on our State Farm agent Bobby Hull's scoreboard. Extra point was blocked. And we might be seeing, I agree with Carl, a squib kick from Carter Still. Oh boy, we do an onside kick on the first kick of today's game, potentially. And this kick at the Bunnies' 45-yard line after a late personal foul. Big boot from Carter Still, and that's going all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So the Bunnies will start their first offensive drive at their own 20-yard line now, with new quarterback coming onto the field, Dylan Marshall. Marshall listed as a defensive and offensive lineman, now taking over the snapping duties, with Donta Settles Shelley not playing today, out with an injury. So new quarterback on the docket for the Bunnies. Nemu, their primary running back, also back for another season, as well as Jermaine Samuel and Shai Boulian. 8:38 left to go in this opening quarter on our State Farm agent Bobby Hull's scoreboard. 6-0 the lead for North Platte High School. Bunnies will space it out, 3 wide receivers on the field, 2 to the far side, 1 to the near side. Nemu in at running back. Marshall in that shotgun formation with Moo to his left. In motion comes Samuel. Now they'll hand it off to Nemu. Moo trying to cut himself upfield, but he's met immediately by a sea of white jerseys. And Nemu might have gotten a singular yard on his carry. We'll see where they'll mark him. They say he'll get nothing, so 2nd down and 10 for this starting offense for the Benson Bunnies. We're 2-3 on the season. It'll be interesting to see what they'll look like again today with missing Shelley at starting quarterback. Marshall in the shotgun, stepping back, looking to throw, going over the middle of the field. It's going to be intercepted. Oh my, the Dogs will pick it off at the 30-yard line, making their way down the field. Tiernan Vanalik and out of bounds. Turnover for the Benson Bunnies, as Dylan Marshall overthrowing his intended target, and it's into the hands of Vanalik. It only took 1 pass, and there's already an interception for Benson, and North Platte will start in perfect field position at the Bunnies' 10-yard line. Will start in the red zone for a second straight possession, or will make it to the red zone on a second straight possession. Is under center, Carter Still, Owen Shea right behind him, 1 wide receiver to the far side. In motion, Connor Stifler. Now, Shea off the left end, up to the middle, Owen Shea, his 2nd touchdown from the exact same spot he scored on his first rushing touchdown. Picks up his 3rd run of 10 yards today, 3 straight 10-yard runs. As that is a touchdown for North Platte. They lead 12-0 on our State Farm agent Bobby Hull's scoreboard. I wouldn't be shocked if we see the Dogs go for it here and try to convert that 2-point conversion to at least go up 2 scores. 2 wide receivers here to the near side, being Altig as well as Euling. As under center, Carter Still. In motion, Hanneborg. Now the pitch out to Ty Hanneborg. Plenty of daylight and into the end zone. Ty Hanneborg goes. And just like that, the 2-point conversion is good for North Platte High School. And with 7:38 left to go in this opening quarter of play, North Platte High School leads 12-0 on our State Farm agent Bobby Hull's scoreboard when we come back to Omaha Benson on FM 98.1 and AM 1410.
Dave's Place is back.
That's right. Dave's Place is back open, but this time at a brand new location. Come check us out at our new Dave's Place, just north of Walmart at 502 East Francis.
But don't worry, we haven't changed the best of Dave's Place. Still the best wings in town. And the best pizza, too.
And the family atmosphere you always want, just at a new stop. Dave's Place is now open at 502 East Francis in North Platte. Dine-in, carry-out, or DoorDash.
Whoop, whoop.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back here to Omaha, Benson, FM 98.1, AM 1410, video live streaming on our Cedar Room live stream at NorthPlattePost.com. 14-0 on our State Farm agent, Bobby Hull's scoreboard. Our timeouts, though, are brought to you in part by Kevin McGann and the Fortifying Group. You can check out Kevin McGann and the Fortifying Group at his location, 621 South Dewey, Suite B. That ball is bouncing around. Picked up now finally by Meanton. Oh, there's some flags on the play late towards the end. Maybe that might go against North Platte. Also linked to our other Sports Zone sponsors for today's game. Justin Thompson Agency with American Family Insurance. With the ever-changing industry standards, they pride themselves on top-notch customer service, no matter what type of insurance you are looking for. So we'll see where that's going to go. It looks like it's going against North Platte on a face mask, and up the field come the Bunnies to start their second offensive possession in the best field position they've seen today at the 42-yard line. So Dylan Marshall on his first passing attempt throws an interception to, Sam Euling, not Tiernan Vanalik. So here come the Bunnies once again. 4 wide receivers, 3 to the near side, 1 to the far side. Nemu still in at running back. In motion with, now comes Doe. The handoff to Moo, and he's immediately stopped. Reese Perry splits the guards and easily takes down Nemu. And that's going to be a loss of 4 yards for the Benson Bunnies. And with that, 2nd down and 14 for Benson with 7:03 left to go in this opening quarter of play. Once again to that 4 wide receiver set, 3 to the far side, 1 to the near side. Marshall in the pistol formation. Now stepping back. Quick throw, blocked up in the air, and it's going to be, wow, picked up from behind by Trey Peterson. It was deflected by Ian Haremza, then behind his back. Trey Peterson with an absolute masterful grab. And that's a first down for the Benson Bunnies. 16-yard pickup. Wow, I mean, you couldn't have asked for a better reception by Trey Peterson. Behind his back, yeah, behind his head. 1st and 10 in Bulldogs territory, and now jumping off sides, Jake Kincaid, as Dylan Marshall gets Kincaid at offsides, and the Bunnies will now move 5 yards forward. 2nd and 5 now, or excuse me, 1st and 5 at the Dogs' 42-yard line. The first time tonight that Benson is in Dogs territory. 4 wide receivers, 2 to the far side, 2 to the near side. Marshall in the shotgun. Nemu to his left. The handoff to Moo. Ball's on the floor, picked up by the Bulldogs. Bad handoff from Nemu and Dylan Marshall. And jumping on that ball, big Blake Tonkinson. And North Platte will take over at their own 40-yard line. Another costly turnover for the Bunnies off of a fumble. Their 2nd turnover today. And North Platte takes over an excellent field position at their own 40 with 6:27 left to go in this opening quarter of play, leading 14-0. 1 wide receiver to the near side, being Sam Euling. In motion, Connor Stifler. And now we're going to have a official to the near side with a timeout being called by Benson and the Bunnies. And that's the first timeout for Benson of the half. Timeout's brought to you in part by Kevin McGann and the Fortifying Group. You can check out Kevin McGann on the one-ways, 621 South Dewey, Suite B. As well as our other Sports Zone sponsors for today's game, Hands of Heartland. Hands of Heartland has offered support and services for those with developmental disabilities in Nebraska since 1998, and are bringing those services, Carl, to the North Platte area. So, what a very eventful way this game has started off. 2 turnovers by the Bunnies on their first 2 possessions. An interception from Dylan Marshall to Sam Euling, and then a fumble that was picked up by big Blake Tonkinson. And with that, North Platte will start its 3rd offensive possession at their own 40-yard line with 6:26 left to go in the opening quarter. Carter still once again under center. believe that is Will Rathjen right behind him, or Keegan Clouse. I think it's Will Rathjen. It's off the left side. That is Rathjen. Up the middle he goes. Will Rathjen keeping the legs turning and falling down now to the 45-yard line of Benson territory. As Will Rathjen picking his first carry today. 15-yard pickup for Rathjen. And it's 1st and 10 for North Platte at the Bunnies' 47-yard line. Stifler to the near side. I believe Brecken Corco to the far side for North Platte. In motion now. Up the middle goes Carter Still himself. Still into the open field. Keep going. Actually, that's Will Rathjen. Rathjen at the 20, and Will Rathjen after the inside handoff, getting lost in a sea of white jerseys with a big 27-yard run for Will Rathjen. And with that, the Dogs are in the red zone for a third straight time as Dylan Marshall walks off the field. Carter Still under center. Charlie Hunter now at wide receiver to the near side. In motion. Still throwing up into the sky. Oh, and that's going to be incomplete. Intended for Colton Altig. As Altig kind of stopped in the middle of the field doing essentially a curl route when Carter Still thought he was going to go all the way into the end zone with the way he was throwing. 0 for 1 on the first pass attempt for North Platte, but Colton Altig wide open. Got past the defenders. 2nd and 10 now at the Bunnies' 20-yard line. 5:22 and a running clock here in the first quarter. In motion. Still going to hand it up the middle to Will Rathjen. Rathjen dragging Enrique Hernandez all the way down. 5-yard pickup for Will Rathjen. He was just dragging 2 green jerseys along the way. And with that, 3rd down and 5 for North Platte at the Bunnies' 15-yard line. 4:55 left to go in the first quarter. 14-0 the lead for North Platte High School, looking to make it 3 for 3 on touchdown drives to start this game and go up 21-0. In motion, Connor Stifler. The pitch out to Stifler. Stifler with some daylight. Stifler trying to angle towards the sideline. Cuts back upfield. Stifler breaks through a tackle into the end zone. Connor Stifler, 18-yard touchdown run. And the Dogs lead now 20-0. Great blocks to the outside, and even better from Connor Stifler to break through a tackle. And just like that, it's 20-0 on our State Farm agent Bobby Hull scoreboard. The Dogs are in business. Absolutely. Absolutely. So far early on, putting it to Omaha Benson as the kick is up, but they'll blow the play dead again. There is a flag down at around the 5-yard line. Might be seeing maybe a false start. We're seeing they're going to actually, it might be an offsides call. Yep, they're going to be offsides and an encroachment on the Bunnies. Well, North Platte accepted. So it is an encroachment. And they'll decline it and now go for another kick. And Carter Still kicking this week for D'Angelo Mata, who's injured with a back. As that kick is up. And it is good! Carter Still with his first. Oh, we have a little bit of some back and forth little action going on at around the line of scrimmage, but Carter Still making his first field goal today. 21-0 on our State Farm agent Bobby Hull scoreboard. Of course, we meet you where you're at and help you get to where you want to be. 4:31 left to go in this opening quarter of play. The Dogs 3 for 3 on touchdowns. 2 of them going to Owen Shea from 10 yards out, and then an 18-yard touchdown run from Connor Stifler. And North Platte is just in business tonight. And absolutely taking no mercy against this Omaha Benson squad as the Dogs thirsty for their first win of the season. And boy, would it be a jump start if they can not only win this game against Benson, but really take it to them. little bit of an injury update. Ian Haremza has a mitt on. If you don't know what that is for football, he's got a huge cast just wrapped around his hand. So it looks like Haremza, the hand injury. Of course, we'll talk to Coach after the game about that. But so far, with 4:31 left to go in this opening quarter, it's 21-0 the lead for North Platte High School, with Carter still up to kick. Jermaine Samuel, as well as Than Mint, back to receive for Benson. A little high squib kick that's going to go to Mint at around the 15-yard line. He picks it up now to the far side. Oh, monster hit by North Platte. And that's going to go the way, I think, of Connor Stifler, laying the blow on Mint. And now a conversation between Stifler and a rep as he's making his way back to the sideline. So the Benson Bunnies will start now at the 19-yard line. 1st and 10. So far they've committed a turnover on their first 2 offensive series, now on to their 3rd. See what they can do. Winston Agbeve in at wide receiver alongside Trey Peterson, and back at quarterback Dylan Marshall. Nemu in the backfield in the pistol. 4 wide receivers, 2 to the near side, 2 to the far side for Marshall. As Marshall gets set. Marshall now going to keep it himself and trying to skirt, and there's going to be a face mask that's going to go against Jake Kincaid as Dylan Marshall squirms forward for maybe 6 yards, but it's going to be more following the face mask from Jake Kincaid, as he stuck his arm out trying to grab hold of Marshall, and fortunately just got too much of the face mask, and with that, an automatic first down for Benson and the Bunnies. They'll now pick up their play at their own 40-yard line with 4:58 left to go in this opening first quarter. Shotgun formation, 4 wide receivers, 3 to the far side, 1 to the near side being Peterson. Marshall in the shotgun. Gets the snap. Hands it off to Nemu. And then Jake Kincaid initially stops Nemu before he is brought down from behind. Owen Shea there initially on the tackle as well, as big Alex Jackson. Actually, correction, that's going to be Caden Brex there on the stop. So 2nd down and 10 now following no gain from Nemu. So far, -4 yards rushing for Benson. Stepping back, Marshall looking to throw over the center into double coverage. And, oh, it's going to be broken up, intended for Winston Agbeve. As he was throwing it, Marshall was into a sea of white jerseys, and it was almost intercepted again by Tiernan Vanalik as well as Sam Euling. Pick your poison. Either one would have gotten it. It's 3rd down and 10 now for this Benson offense, as Dylan Marshall now goes back to the shotgun formation, moved to his left. Actually, correction, that's a new running back in for the Bunnies, is Marshall stepping back, looking to throw over the middle to Peterson. It's up in the air, and it's going to fall incomplete. Deflected again at the line of scrimmage, this time from, once again, Jake Kincaid, who's getting his hands written all over. And now here comes the punt unit for Omaha, Benson, and the Bunnies. As deep to return for North Platte, Ty Hanneborg, Enrique Hernandez kicking for Benson. As Hernandez waiting for the snap. Placed at his chest. Kick almost blocked by the Dogs. End over end. Takes a bounce. Hanneborg lets it go out of bounds at around the 20-yard line. Actually, they'll place it at the 19. So North Platte will start 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line, leading 21-0 with 3 minutes and 6 seconds left to go in the opening quarter of play. Timeouts brought to you in part by Mr. Kevin McGann and his Fortified Group, helping Nebraska families, farmers, and businesses. For more, in 50 years. As here come the Dogs once again offensively, putting it to Omaha Benson at the moment, 21-0. 3 straight rushing touchdowns, 2 from Owen Shea and 1 from Connor Stifler from 18 yards out. Will Rathjen in it, power back, as still off the left side of Rathjen. Rathjen into the open field. Will Rathjen at the 35-40. It's a foot race. 50, 40. He's now at the 31. Man to beat. He's taking it to the house. Will Rathjen. Oh my gosh, no flag on the play. Will Rathjen. Wow. With a 81-yard touchdown run from Rathjen, and it's another North Platte touchdown. It only took 1 play. 27-0 on our State Farm agent Bobby Hull's scoreboard. Will Rathjen, normally known for his power, but spreading the legs and showing his speed. Oh, that ball's on the floor. The Dogs are going to have to improvise now as Carter still takes it. Carter still spinning. Carter still now trying to be pushed towards the end zone. Oh, there's a flag, late flag on the play. Carter still made it so close to the end zone after a botched snap from Shane Patterson, but a late flag from the side of the referees. As we'll wait to see what the call is. It might be going against North Platte, since potentially, we'll see, as that extra point no good, second time tonight. So no good on the attempt, and it's now 27-0 with 2:53 left to go. In the opening quarter of play between Benson and the Bunnies, who are 2-3 on the year, taking on North Platte High School, and the Bulldogs 0-5. And just like last year, North Platte High School running away with it early on in this ball game. 4 rushing touchdowns, 2 from Owen Shea from 10 yards out, an 18-yard touchdown run from Connor Stifler. And then capping it off, it only took 1 play for Will Rathjen to go 81 yards and score the touchdown, and North Platte leading 27-0 on our State Farm agent Bobby Hull's scoreboard. Mint deep to return for Benson, as well as Jermaine Samuel, as Carter still taking over kickoff duties for the injured D'Angelo Mata, out with a lower back injury. As still, a little light squib kick back to Mint at around the 15-yard line. He picks it up. Now to the far side. He'll cut back upfield, and Than Mint now will fall right at the 31, maybe 30, depending on where they'll place it, for another possession from Omaha Benson and the Bunnies. Had a punt on their last possession, as out goes Dylan Marshall once again, and starting today for the injured Deonta Settles Shelley, who had been taking snaps all season and really was a threat. As late onto the field now comes Zion Montgomery. As in that pistol again goes Dylan Marshall. 4 wide receivers, 2 to the near side, 2 to the far side, as Marshall in the shotgun in that pistol. Now low snap. Going to hand it off to Nimu. Moo to the far side, trying to cut back, and he falls forward for a 3-yard pickup, it looks like, from Nimu, as he now finally finds his first positive yards, but currently still sits at -1 yard. So far today, well, actually, correction, they'll give him an extra yard. It's 2nd down and 6, so he's now back to 0 yards on the rushing ground. Pistol formation once more for Dylan Marshall. Nimu right behind him. Marshall snaps. Oh, a little bit of a wrong way on where he's going to hand the ball off, and because of that, the Dogs are all over it. And Marshall might get back to the original line of scrimmage, but some mistakes on the side of Omaha Benson as Dylan Marshall went the wrong way with the handoff, and lucky for him, he at least got back to the original line of scrimmage to make it 3rd and 6 at their own 27-yard line with 1:40 left to go in the opening quarter of play. As North Platte High School so far all over Omaha Benson and the Bunnies. So far for North Platte High School, 236 rushing yards. Trouncing Omaha Benson, who only has 14 offensive yards so far in this game. Marshall in the shotgun formation. Nemu to his left. In motion now. Low snap. They're handed off to Nemu, and he will go forward, luckily, after a bunch of white jerseys got to the backfield almost immediately. I think that might be a pickup of 2 for Nemu and make it 4th and 4 yards. As Benson will elect to punt. Following the 2-yard pickup from Nemu. And with 48 seconds left to go in this opening quarter, Dogs will once again get a possession offensively. Their 5th. As Enrique Hernandez almost got his punt blocked last time out. And now directing things on the front line as more players start rotating in. Shai Booley and the senior coming in for the punt unit. Deep to return for North Platte High School, Ty Hanneborg. As the clock keeps ticking away, 18 seconds left to go. As the kick, oh, it's almost blocked. I think got a hand on it there as Will Rathjen takes a couple North Platte bounces. Still going and is still rolling. Boy, it is still going, and it finally rests at the 19-yard line in Bulldog territory. It started bouncing at around the 32-yard line and took a nice bunnies roll all the way to the 19. And this is where North Platte will set up when we come back after the conclusion of the first quarter. North Platte leading the ball game right now, 27-0 on our State Farm agent Bobby Hull's scoreboard.
So what do you see in your future? Buying the perfect home with a big oak tree? Watching your child graduate from college? Or finding more time for hobbies during your retirement? Whatever your future holds, make sure you talk with the Farm Bureau Financial Services agent. Together, we'll create a plan that's right for you.
In North Platte, visit Jay Engel at fbfs.com/find-and-agent.
It's your future. Let's protect it.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back here to Omaha Benson, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and video live streaming on our Cedar Room live stream at NorthPlattePost.com. Currently 27-0 in favor of the Dogs. They'll now start at their own. We'll see where they place that ball. It should be 20-yard line. Timeout's brought to you in part by Kevin McGann and the Fortify Group. Check out Kevin McGann and the Fortify Group. His location, 621 South Dewey, Suite B. Will Rathjen still in at speedback with Carter still in at quarterback. As now pitching out to Brecken Corco. Corco at the 25-yard line trying to cut the corner, and he is chopped down. But Brecken Corco picks up 11 yards for the Dogs, and first carry today for one Brecken Corco, and just like that, it's 1st and 10 now for the Dogs at their own 31-yard line or 30-yard line. Still under center. And in motion, Isaiah Plunk. Oh, they're going to hand it right up the middle to Will Rathjen. And Rathjen actually corrects it. That's Carter still now into the open field. He made everybody miss. Still at the 20, and he's tackled from behind at the 15-yard line. Great misdirection. It even fooled me on the play. Carter still with a beautiful fake handoff, taking it all the way down to the Bunnies' 15-yard line. My heavens. 45 yards for Carter still. And got me really good with that fake handoff. And with that, the Dogs are in the red zone for the 5th time today. As now Carter still pitches out to Plunk. Great block. Isaiah Plunk going to be brought down back to the line of scrimmage. And there is a flag on the play. Might see a, oh boy, that was, I believe they're going to get Brecken Corco with maybe a crackback block, depending on what they'll tie him up for. Yeah, they'll go against North Platte, so Isaiah Plunk got back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they'll scoot North Platte back 10 yards, and they'll now be at their own, they'll be at the Bunnies' 25-yard line with 10:56 left to go in the first half, leading 27-0. As Keegan Klaus now in his speed back off, power back off the right side. There is Klaus. Klaus with a head of steam. Keegan Klaus plows his way forward. Got back to the original line of scrimmage to make it 2nd down and 10. Following the pickup, Keegan Klaus. As first big carry for Klaus today. As he'll check out. And now DeAndre Holmes in at power back for North Platte High School. Klaus comes out for one play. Now off the left side, Holmes now cut in the open field. DeAndre Holmes going towards the end zone. DeAndre Holmes, touchdown! There is DeAndre Holmes, and he picks up a touchdown. 15 yards out for DeAndre Holmes. And just like that, North Platte extends its lead up 33-0 with Carter Still now looking to kick for the Dogs. Oh, another bad misplacement, as that's going to be another missed opportunity for the Dogs field goal unit. As another mishandled snap. And that's the 3rd time tonight that field goal unit couldn't get the ball down, and no good on the extra point. 33-0. But what a first half for the Dogs. DeAndre Holmes with a 15-yard touchdown run. Keegan Klaus came out for a play, and then Holmes caps it off with the touchdown run. And just like that, it's 33-0 on our State Farm agent Bobby Hull's scoreboard. We meet you where you're at and help you get to where you want to be. As well as our other sponsors here for today's game. Justin Thompson Agency with American Family Insurance. With the ever-changing industry standards, they pride themselves on top-notch customer service no matter what type of insurance you're looking for. Farm, ranch, auto, home, commercial, and life. They have everything you need. Carter Still kicking once more for North Platte High School, leading 33-0 with 10:04 left to go here before halftime. As short little kick from Still. Mint picks it up at the 20-yard line of the far side. Now cuts to the near side. Mint up in the daylight at the 40, and now is brought down. There is a flag being thrown at the 40-yard line. Might be a hold going against. Yep, it will be a hold against Benson and the Bunnies, but Than Mintz picking up a big kick return that's going to be negated thanks to the Bunnies' hold. And with that, it'll back their yardage up. So far, Omaha Benson has only made it into North Platte territory once today on their second possession before it was fumbled by Nee Moo and picked up by Blake Tonkinson. Following that hold, the Bunnies will now start at their own 25-yard line with 9:52 left to go, trailing 33-0. North Platte all over Benson right now, showing no signs of stopping. Dylan Marshall in the shotgun once more. In at running back also Jermaine Samuel and Nee Moo, but Samuel now comes to the near side. So 4 wide receivers, 2 to the far side, 2 to the near side. Dylan Marshall in that pistol formation. In motion. Now the handoff to Nee Moo. He'll bounce it to the outside. Nee Moo breaks a tackle, and he's tackled from behind. Trying to catch a number on that. That might be Brecken Corco with the tackle, and a big loss for Nee Moo. And this Benson offense now back to their own 19-yard line. 7-yard loss for Nemu. And now it's 2nd down and 17. For Omaha, Benson and the Bunnies as Nemu checks out for the first time today. And also checking out Jermaine Samuel. 9:04 left to go here in this second quarter. 33-0 on our State Farm agent Bobby Hull's scoreboard. As Dylan Marshall trying to get the play as Nemu checked out, and now checking in is Israel Taylor. As they're going to keep the clock running. 8:44 now left to go. As Taylor now in. Yazar Lewin. Now the running back to the right of Dylan Marshall. 3 wide receivers, 2 to the near side. Actually 4, 2 to the far side. As Marshall stepping back, looking to throw. Now throwing over the middle, and it's going to be picked up. And immediately, the ball's on the floor. And they'll say it's incomplete. As Dylan Marshall intended pass to Rodrigo Rivas falls incomplete. As the man first on the scene for North Platte High's defense, Sam Euling, and it's an incomplete pass for Dylan Marshall. He's 1 for 5 today with 1 interception and only 14 total yards. It's 3rd down. And now 12 for the Bunnies. They're going to say that actually he picked the yards up before dropping the ball. So a pickup of 5 yards. As now a quick little screen pass to, the ball's on the floor. They're going to say incomplete as Israel Taylor, the intended target. Incomplete, 4th down now for the Bunnies. As Israel Taylor, the intended receiver on the quick wide receiver screen to the far side, results in an incomplete pass following a good tackle from Owen Shea. And now it's 4th and 12, a 33-0 game, and Enrique Hernandez will look to come on and kick once again for Benson. Deep to return for North Platte. Ty Hanneborg has yet to really take a punt return back today for North Platte. Hernandez on his last punt got blocked a little bit by Will Rathjen. As much cleaner protection, high end over end kick. It'll bounce at around the 50-yard line and go out of bounds, where the official will mark it dead at the Bulldogs' 46-yard line. Timeouts brought to you in part by Kevin McGann and the Fortified Group. Go stop by Kevin McGann and the Fortified Group on the one-way 621 South Dewey, Sweet Pea, as well as Hands of Heartland. They offer support and services for those with developmental disabilities in Nebraska since 1998, and are bringing those services to the North Platte area. Carter still in at quarterback. DeAndre Holmes right behind him. So we're seeing a whole bunch of rotations now come in for North Platte High, leading 33-0 with 8:08 left, with 8 minutes and 8 seconds left to go here in this first half. Still can keep it himself. He's in some trouble, and he's immediately taken down by Than Mintz. A little miscommunication between him, DeAndre Holmes, and Isaiah Plunk. And with that, Carter still takes his first big real loss today. He'll lose 4 yards to make it 2nd down and 14 for the Dogs offense. As still, once again under center, Holm behind him, 2 wide receivers to the far side. The pitch out to Isaiah Plunk. Plunk with some beautiful blockers. There goes Isaiah Plunk, but he's going to be tripped up there by Jermaine Samuel, close to the first down. Isaiah Plunk almost took it to the house. As Plunk, let's see, picked up 13 yards on his first carry today to make it 3rd down and 1 yard for the Bulldogs. With 7:04 left to go, some late substitutions. Nemu running out of bounds. As still to DeAndre Holmes. Holmes immediately almost met at the line of scrimmage. There on the stop, Avant Vaughn. But it's still enough for the first down from the young Holmes. He picks up 3 yards to make it 1st and 10 for North Platte's offense. With 6:50 left to go, they would love to score before halftime. Brecken Corco in its speed back, as well as Isaiah Plunk. Actually, correction, I think that might be Connor Stifler to the far side for North Platte. And still under center, Plunk now in motion. Still stepping back, looking to throw, is in some trouble, and he's going to be sacked. Offensive line, unfortunately, can't hold long enough on the pressure from the Bunnies, and that's the first sack today. Carter Still takes a big loss as he'll go all the way back to the 48-yard line. Loss of 4 yards, and it's now 2nd and 14 for Carter Still. The North Platte offense tried to step back and take a throw over the middle, but the line just couldn't hold long enough. In motion. Pitch now out to Connor Stifler. Stifler into the open field. There he goes! Connor Stifler all the way for a touchdown. Oh, and there's a flag on the play at the 30-yard line. Might see that touchdown run come all the way back. Maybe a hold against North Platte High School. I mean, it was just so much daylight for the running room to go. And correction, that's a late substitute. That's Ty Hanneborg who is in. Personal foul against North Platte. Wow, interesting. So not a hold, but a personal foul against the Dogs offense. As Coach Altig now having a conversation. Now we'll see where they'll place it again, because it was a touchdown from Ty Hanneborg, not Connor Stifler. So they'll place that ball, oh boy, right at the initial line of scrimmage. So it might be 2nd and 11 now for the Dogs offense at the Benson 42-yard line. To the far side, Sam Euling. Ty Hanneborg is the speed back. But to the near side, Isaiah Plunk. DeAndre Holmes in at power back. Plunk in motion. Off the right side there is DeAndre Holmes. Holmes breaks through a tackle. Into the open field, DeAndre Holmes goes, and he will fall down to about the 21-yard line. DeAndre Holmes. 21-yard run. And just like that, the Dogs 1 yard away from entering the red zone once again. This rushing attack is just absolutely killing it right now. As a flag now being thrown, that looks to be an encroachment on the Bunnies' side. 1st and 10 with 5:38 left to go here in this opening half of play. 33-0 the score for North Platte High School. Yeah, but will be confirmed an encroachment. So 1st and 5 for the Dogs offense. One wide receiver to the near side. Brecken Corco in its speed back. As now Keegan Klaus in a power back. Still stepping back. Going towards the end zone. And whoa, that is way incomplete. Brecken Corco didn't even get anywhere near that ball. Almost intercepted by Jermaine Samuel. Ill-advised throw from Carter Still. Got a little too ahead of it. As, again, Corco hadn't even gotten to within 5 yards of that pass. It's 2nd down and 5 now for the Dogs offense. At the Benson 16-yard line, 33-0 on our State Farm agent, Bobby Hull scoreboard. Still under center. In motion, Brecken Corco off the left side, trying to keep the feet turning there. I think it's DeAndre Holmes. They're going to keep the pile pushing. As DeAndre Holmes might have gotten enough for the first down. He is oh so close to the marker. We'll see if the sideline official gives it to him. If not, it'll be 3rd down and a mere inches as DeAndre Holmes once again. Young man getting some good reps tonight. They'll say he is a yard short. 3rd down and a measly 1 yard for the Dogs offense. DeAndre Holmes behind Carter Still. Plunk as well as Corco in a speed back. Up the middle goes Holmes again. Holmes keeping the legs turning and falls down to the Benson 5-yard line. Seven-yard pickup for DeAndre Holmes, and it's First and goal at the Benson 5-yard line. Dogs offense is just manhandling right now. 335 rushing yards. In motion goes Plunk. The pitch out to Isaiah Plunk. Plunk spinning. Plunk running into the end zone. It is waiting for the call. Another North Platte touchdown. Isaiah Plunk to the far side of the field. Collects the touchdown, and the Dogs now lead 39-0. Sixth touchdown today for North Platte. And now here's Carter Still to kick the extra point and put the Dogs up 30. Excuse me, up 40. Kick is up. Good hold, and it is through. 40-0 on our State Farm agent Bobby Hull scoreboard. The Dogs are not playing around today. They came to lay the hammer down and come away with their first victory of the season, so far leading 40-0 on our State Farm agent Bobby Hull scoreboard with 4:13 left to go here in this opening half. As out goes Thien Mint, and now checking in comes Trey Peterson on the return unit for Omaha Benson. Timeouts brought to you in part by Kevin McCann and the Fortifying Group. Check out Kevin McCann and the Fortifying Group at his location, 621 South Dewey, Suite B, as well as our other sponsors here for today's game. Justin Thompson Agency with American Family Insurance. Check out their locations here today, North Platte, Ogallala, Broken Bow, and Ord. They have always have the answers for your insurance needs. With 4:13 left to go here in this opening half, 40-0 the lead for the Dogs. Carter Still's short kick going to be picked up by Peterson at the 10-yard line. Now, he's at the 25, trying to break through 2 tackles, will not make it through the second, and now we'll start Benson's next offensive possession at their own 25-yard line with 4:06 left to go. As out comes the Bunnies offense. Struggling so far tonight. As out comes Dylan Marshall. They'll set the ball now actually at the 26-yard line in Benson territory. Marshall on the field as well as Peterson, as well as Agbeve and Jermaine Samuel. Mimu here on the sideline. So a late check-in also wide receiver for Omaha Benson being Rodrigo Rivas. In the backfield, Yazar Lewin, the junior. As Marshall now going to hand it off to Lewin here off the right side. Cutting back upfield and going nowhere with that carry. He might have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage if he's lucky, but it's 2nd down and 10 for Lewin. As Will Rathjen there on the stop for North Platte High's defense. 3:40 left to go before halftime. Dogs in total control right now. Thien Mint now in at running back for Benson. Shotgun formation for Dylan Marshall. Marshall hands off to Mint off the left side. Mint now trying to cut upfield. There's a flag down, but Mint's going nowhere. There's 2 flags now being thrown. One at the original line of scrimmage, then one to the far sideline, right where the blockers were. So we might be seeing 2 penalties go against Omaha Benson as they'll look towards the North Platte bench to get the call. They might decline it after that loss. Yep, decline the first hold. So they'll decline both penalties, and that's another big loss for Omaha Benson as Thien Mint lost about 5 yards, and with that, 3rd and 15 for the Bunnies. With 3:05 left to go before halftime, a 40-0 lead on our State Farm agent Bobby Hull scoreboard. 4 wide receivers on the field, 3 to the near side, 1 to the far side. Dylan Marshall in the shotgun formation. Stepping back, looking to throw, going to the near side. Whoa, that is way off the mark from Trey Peterson, his intended target. It's another incomplete pass for Marshall, and that is how this possession will come to an end for Omaha Benson, as Enrique Hernandez will once again be up to kick for the Bunnies. And now here comes the punt unit for North Platte, as deep to return Ty Hanneborg. 2:46 left to go here in this second quarter. Of 40-0 lead for the Dogs. They have just been on money from the start. 2 touchdowns from Owen Shea, 1 from Connor Stifler, 1 from Will Rathjen. Isaiah Plunk got one. As a timeout's going to be called on the field, and with that, we'll step aside and take a break and come back here to Omaha Benson. 40-0 lead for the Dogs on FM 98.1, AM 1410, and video live streaming on our Cedar Room live stream at NorthPlattePost.com.
Hey, high school students, why wait to start college when you can begin transforming your future for free? Mid-Plains Community College is now offering free tuition for dual credit and early entry classes beginning this fall. Get ahead, save money, and transform your future while in high school. Talk to your high school guidance counselor or visit our website at mpcc.edu. That's mpcc.edu. Students are responsible for all course-related fees and must attend a Nebraska high school or Nebraska homeschool to qualify.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back here, Omaha Benson on FM 98.1, AM 1410. Video live streaming on our Cedar Room live stream at NorthPlattePost.com. 40-0 with 2:46 left to go before halftime. Our timeouts are brought to you in part by Kevin McGann and the Fortified Group. Check out Kevin McGann and the Fortified Group. Its location 621 South Dewey, Sweet Beat. Hernandez's monster boot going to go all the way to the North Platte sideline. I mean, it had a lot of distance, but not a good angle for Enrique Hernandez. We'll see where they place that ball. It might be in very favorable Bulldog position. Oh, I say that, but they're really backing it up further than I thought that ball was going to be. And now they'll place it at the Benson. Oh, I'm still waiting for it. It looks like 45-yard line. Yeah, it looks like they'll place it at the Benson 45, maybe 46-yard line. Final spot is the Benson 46-yard line, and with 2:46 left to go, North Platte up 40-0 as we have a timeout being called by Benson and the Bunnies. As they'll now walk to the far sideline to get a little look. I think we have a new quarterback in for North Platte High School. I think that's Shane Patterson. Will be taking over for North Platte here today against Omaha Benson. 2:46 left to go on our State Farm agent Bobby Hull's scoreboard, leading 40-0. As the Dogs have just been all over Benson from the get-go. So here comes the offense back onto the field. Liam Bargell also in at wide receiver. Patterson in at quarterback here for North Platte. I potentially think, I'm trying to see, got to clear through all these white jerseys to see him. Still might be Carter Still. It looks like it still is Carter Still as the primary back for North Platte High School, as there's a new power back, might be Jorgensen. As the motion was Plunk off the right side, actually correction, that's Keegan Clausen. Klaus will get right back to the original line of scrimmage. Oh, they'll actually give him a yard. 2nd and 9 now for the Dogs offense, following the 1-yard run from Keegan Klaus. As still in a quarterback. The pitch out to the near side here with some daylight. And big tackle from behind, Camden Weaver. As he'll take his first snap here today. Get tackled to the near side. Actually, that's 28. That's Aiden Smith. Number 28 who is in. That's not Camden Weaver. Oh, that might be. It might be a 9. These darn yellow numbers on these jerseys, I'm telling you, they'll get me sometimes. 3rd down and 4 for the Dogs, as that is Isaiah Plunk, as Carter Still takes it himself, and he goes absolutely nowhere on that run, as Elijah Payne, the first bunny there to stop Carter Still. As Carter Still might have gotten back. Well, actually, they'll say he picked up 3 yards and make it a pretty close 4th and 1 for the Bulldogs. Kind of shocked he got so much yards there, did Carter Still. In motion, Isaiah Plunk. The pitch now out to Plunk. There's a lot of blockers for Isaiah Plunk. He'll get the 1st down. He's still going, and he'll finally be pushed down by Jermaine Samuel to the far side. 4-yard pickup for Isaiah Plunk to make it 1st and 10 with 58 seconds left to go before halftime, as they'll keep the clock running. Plunk with 4 yards. Still under center. In motion, Weaver off the left side. I believe that's Jorgensen, will go maybe 2 yards. Actually, a runner there for North Platte, Charlie Hunter. Talk about a position change for Charlie Hunter. Started off as wide receiver in this game, and now Charlie Hunter taking a handoff up the middle. 2nd down and 10 yards. Plunk in motion, as Still almost had that play blown up immediately, but Still will get nothing going, as down the middle goes Trey Peterson to initially blow up the play. And with 9 seconds, that probably will do it for this 1st half. But Enrique Hernandez there to finish off. Carter Still for a 3-yard loss, but that doesn't matter, as the Dogs now go into halftime, leading 40-0 on our State Farm agent Bobby Hull scoreboard. As they came to play today, and they are showing out at the moment for North Platte High. 376 total yards of offense, all on the ground, versus Omaha Benson and the Bunnies, compared to Benson, who currently sits at 8 yards total offense, 2 turnovers included in that stat line. And it's been nothing short of domination for North Platte High, and this is exactly what this team not only needed specifically today, as they're searching for their first victory of 2025, but this is kind of the victory that the Dogs are trending towards that really could be a jump start for not only the team's enthusiasm, but really maybe some good signs going forward into the future games, because again, their schedule really doesn't lighten up past, this point here versus Omaha Benson. Some might say this is probably their easiest game of the schedule. You have Lincoln Southeast, who granted is not the same Lincoln Southeast we've known or come to have known over the years. They're currently 2-3, maybe 3-3 after tonight. Then you have Millard South, the #1 team in not only the state, but 24th ranked in the nation that Thursday after that Southeast game. And then you finish the year at Lincoln High. So there are still wins on the table for North Platte High School, but so far they are trending in the right direction here against Omaha Benson and the Bunnies. They lead 40-0 on our State Farm agent Bobby Holst scoreboard. The question is, can they not only continue that through the rest of today's game, but will they be able to continue this momentum? I think that's more of the question. We won't really get to see that answer really until next week, when North Platte takes on Lincoln Southeast and beyond, if this game will be able to continue in terms of the way the Dogs are playing right now. What they're doing, maybe, just maybe, they can continue it on. But so far, they're beating Benson and the Bunnies here in Omaha, 40-0. Step aside, take a break. When we come back, we will have our quick stop halftime show here on FM 98.1, AM 1410, and video live streaming on our Cedar Room live stream at northplattepost.com.
Personalized care with one goal, to keep you moving and enjoying life. Dr. Anthony Martin is now seeing patients at Great Plains Health Orthopedics, fellowship trained in hand and upper extremity surgery. Dr. Martin treats carpal tunnel, tennis elbow, arthritis, and trauma fractures throughout the body and is fluent in Spanish. Schedule today at 308-568-3800.
Your health is our mission. Great Plains Health.
When the leaves start falling and the temps start dropping, do your windows keep the cold out or let it in? From foggy panes and drafts to cracked or outdated glass, Larry's Glass can help you cozy up your home before winter hits. Repairs, replacements, even custom storm windows. Call Larry's Glass in North Platte today and stay warm, safe, and energy smart all season long. Larry's Glass, 211 West 5th, where quality meets clarity.
Craving bold flavors and authentic Chinese cuisine? Look no further than Szechuan Famous Foods. From spicy Szechuan classics to mouth-watering dumplings, fresh sushi, their dishes are crafted with the freshest ingredients and traditional recipes. Whether you're dining in or taking out, every bite is a taste of China. Visit Szechuan Famous Foods today, where flavor is always first. Located at 320 Rodeo Road, or order online at SzechuanFamous.com for carryout or delivery. Your taste buds will thank you.
Hey, high school students, why wait to start college when you can begin transforming your future for free? Mid-Plains Community College is now offering free tuition for dual credit and early entry classes beginning this fall. Get ahead, save money, and transform your future while in high school. Talk to your high school guidance counselor or visit our website at mpcc.edu. That's mpcc.edu. Students are responsible for all course-related fees and must attend a Nebraska high school or Nebraska homeschool to qualify.
Every step should feel great, but if foot pain, bunions, heel spurs, or injuries are slowing you down, Great Plains Foot and Ankle Specialists is here to help. Their expert team of doctors provide top-notch care, from routine foot health to advanced treatments and surgery. Whether you're an athlete, always on the go, or just tired of aching feet, they'll get you back on your feet pain-free. Step into comfort. Call Great Plains Foot and Ankle Specialists today, or see them online at gpfootandankle.com.
Hey, high school students, why wait to start college when you can begin transforming your future for free? Mid-Plains Community College is now offering free tuition for dual credit and early entry classes beginning this fall. Get ahead, save money, and transform your future while in high school. Talk to your high school guidance counselor or visit our website at mpcc.edu. That's mpcc.edu. Students are responsible for all course-related fees and must attend a Nebraska high school or Nebraska homeschool to qualify.
When making important life decisions about your financial future or insurance needs, it's important to work with people you trust. That's why at Farm Bureau Financial Services, we don't rely on algorithms, bots, or auto-generated answers. We get to know you, so we can help you get the right coverage and make smart financial decisions.
In North Platte, visit Jay Engel at fbfs.com/find-and-agent.
It's your future. Let's protect it.
Kylie is a Runza burger lover.
Especially if it's smothered with sauteed onions and French onion dip and topped with Swiss cheese.
Ah, sounds like you just had the French onion burger at Runza.
Yes. Yes, I did.
Are you crying?
Yeah, it's the onions. Wait, are you crying?
Yeah, because I love the French onion burger. Come get yours today. Because from the way we make it to the way it makes you feel, Runza makes it all better.
Ben is in a sticky situation.
I got so excited for my fresh-baked Runza cinnamon rolls that I forgot to grab a napkin.
Now you got cinnamon roll fingers, and they're so ooey.
And gooey. I can't grab a spoon to dig into my delicious homemade chili.
Maybe you should call for help?
Oh, I'll call my mom. Oh, I've ruined my phone.
Worth it, though. Come get Runza's homemade chili, fresh-baked cinnamon rolls, and a napkin today. Because from the way we make it to the way it makes you feel, Runza makes it all better.
When the leaves start falling and the temps start dropping, do your windows keep the cold out or let it in? From foggy panes and drafts to cracked or outdated outdated glass. Larry's Glass can help you cozy up your home before winter hits. Repairs, replacements, even custom storm windows. Call Larry's Glass in North Platte today and stay warm, safe, and energy smart all season long. Larry's Glass, 211 West 5th, where quality meets clarity. The Bulldogs play here on FM 98.1 and 1410 AM KOOQ. Head to Merrick's Tuesday through Thursday. Kids 12 and under eat free from 4 to 8 with each adult meal. And don't miss their football specials. 20 wings, $20.
North Platte Post Sports. Sports.
Welcome back here to our Quick Stop halftime show. 27 locations open 24 hours a day. Quick Stop always open right around the corner. North Platte High School currently leading Omaha, Benson, and the Bunnies 42-0. Boy, howdy, what a first half this was for North Platte High School. I mean, from start to finish, they have been nothing but spectacular when it comes to this squad. And, you know, if you are a fan of the Dogs, you couldn't be more proud of how they've shown up here today. I mean, after what has, to this point, been such a difficult season for this young squad, a lot of this situation really not being in their hands with over 25-plus senior starters, well, not starters, but seniors, of course, graduating last year, and basically only 2 returning prominent starters from last year's team. The Dogs really came in young, inexperienced, and were thrown right into the fire. And after what had been such a tough couple of weeks, they're getting rewarded here today with not only some excellent play, but being rewarded with a dominant lead right now. They lead 40-0 on our State Farm agent, Bobby Holst, scoreboard. And again, you couldn't have asked for a better way for this game to be going for North Platte from the get-go. Let's jump into, as I get a couple of my things all nice and settled, let's jump into some statistics currently for the side of North Platte High School when it comes to their not only offense, but their ground attack. That's really what we should be talking about right now. The ground attack absolutely decimating this Benson defense. 376 yards of offense. No, not negative 376 rushing yards, but 376 total rushing yards today all over the Benson defense, compared to Omaha Benson, only 18 passing yards, negative 10 rushing yards, 8 total yards, and 2 turnovers for this Bunnies offensive squad. I mean, there's nothing really to nitpick, to be quite frank with you. I mean, the North Platte offense is getting things done. They're just beating it down the neck and the throat of this Bunnies team. As Coach Altig always likes to say, they're going to jam it right down the middle, and it's going to be Bulldog football. And it's been Bulldog football from start to finish, and unfortunately for Benson, they just really had no answer to what North Platte is doing right now. And again, it's not like North Platte's doing anything special or really changing the scheme up. They're just finally doing what this offense is designed to do, overpower the front line and just plow their way through to get not only a crap ton of yards, but also tire out this Benson defense. And they have done everything to a perfect A+ T. Again, I really can't find a hole in their game right now. Maybe their passing could be a little better, and their pass protection when it comes to their passing. And Carter's still so far 0 for 4 today with 2 sacks, and just really hasn't had much time to make a completed pass, just with the pressure that keeps coming down from the Benson defensive line when he does get into a passing situation. But really, outside of those small little nitpick things, the Dogs' offense is just humming and firing on all cylinders. And to be honest, there's really nothing I think Benson can do, even here coming out of halftime, to rectify the situation, because North Platte is hungry, and they are hungry for their first win of the season. And you can see that with how they're playing right now. You can just see the hunger this Dog team possesses after going 5 straight games, now on to their 6th game right now. 5 straight games without a win. And now we're on, I say on the verge, anything can still happen here in football, but are on the verge of picking up their first victory of 2025. Just need to get through one more half, and we will have a running clock immediately start in the second half as the Dogs lead by over 35. So again, if you are new to Class A football or high school football in general, a running clock begins when the score not only crosses 35-plus points, but it gets into the second half. So North Platte will go on the defensive to start off the second half, but will also have the running clock on their side, and they'll inch closer and closer, second by second, to their first win of 2025. Quick Stop Halftime Show, 27 locations, open 24 hours a day. Quick Stop, always open right around the corner. I'm bringing this up because I'm super hot in this press box right now, but it's a cool in air quotes, 79 degrees, and it's currently also outside 8:19. That was, of course, time and temperature brought to you in part by High Street Insurance Agent Cole Johnson and the many, many awesome people he has over there. But, woo, it's a bit toasty. I wish there was an AC in this press box. I'm not going to lie. Me and Carl are a little hot up in here. But it's hot because North Platte's offense is just steaming its way through this game, currently leading 40-0 on our State Farm agent, Bobby Hull's scoreboard. Step aside, take a break once more. When we come back, give you our Owls Lock and Save keys to the second half, as well as get you prepped for that second half when we come back on FM 98.1, AM 1410, and video live streaming on our Cedar Room live stream at NorthPlattePost.com.
We're always open right around the corner. Quick Stop.
Save money at the pump at Quick Stop with the Dino Pay app. Dino Pay offers contactless payment using your preferred debit or credit card. The savings add up with 12 cents per gallon and even more on Tuesdays and Thursdays with rollbacks for savings of 15 cents per gallon. Huge savings to Sinclair Dino Pay, saving you at the pump. Don't forget Frazzle Gourmet Slushes and For Real Shakes and Smoothies. Gourmet coffee at everyday low prices on your favorite beers.
Quick Stop.
Your family depends on you. That's why you work hard to make sure they have everything they need. With life insurance from American Family Life Insurance Company, you'll feel good knowing you've taken steps to protect what matters most. Now's the time to plan ahead. Let's talk about protecting your loved one's financial future and finding peace of mind you and your loved ones deserve. For details, contact Justin, 534-2400, or stop by 501 South Dewey Street, just south of Little Caesars Pizza on the corner of E and Dewey.
American Family Insurance.
When the leaves start falling and the temps start dropping, do your windows keep the cold out or let it in? From foggy panes and drafts to cracked or outdated glass, Larry's Glass can help you cozy up your home before winter hits. Repairs, replacements, even custom storm windows. Call Larry's Glass in North Platte today and stay warm, safe, and energy smart all season long. Larry's Glass, 211 West 5th, where quality meets clarity.
Hey, high school students, why wait to start college when you can begin transforming your future for free? Mid-Plains Community College is now offering free tuition for dual credit and early entry classes beginning this fall. Get ahead, save money, and transform your future while in high school. Talk to your high school guidance counselor or visit our website at mpcc.edu. That's mpcc.edu. Students are responsible for all course-related fees and must attend a Nebraska high school or Nebraska homeschool to qualify.
As the crisp fall air rolls in, it's the perfect time to secure the insurance protection you need. Fortify Group has over 50 years of trusted experience serving customers in North Platte and beyond. We're here to cover all your needs: farm, crop, auto, home, and commercial insurance. Whether it's harvest season or time to winterize your home, we work with multiple carriers to find the best coverage for you. Visit fortifygroup.net to learn more, or stop by our office at 621 South Dewey and chat with me, Kevin McCann. No matter the season, you can rely on Fortify.
Every step should feel great, but if foot pain, bunions, heel spurs, or injuries are slowing you down, Great Plains Foot and Ankle Specialist is here to help. Their expert team of doctors provide top-notch care, from routine foot health to advanced treatments and surgery. Whether you're an athlete, always on the go, or just tired of aching feet, they'll get you back on your feet pain-free. Step into comfort. Call Great Plains Foot and Ankle Specialist today, or see them online at gpfootandankle.com.
We're always open right around the corner. Quick Stop. With your 24-hour convenience store. Fast, friendly, no one gives you more. Gas, food, your favorite drink. Get everything you need in a blink. That's why everybody stops at Quick Stop. We're always open right around the corner. Quick Stop.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back here to Omaha Benson, FM 98.1, AM 1410, video live streaming on our Cedar Room live stream, NorthPlattePost.com. We're only a couple of seconds away, hopefully, from the start of the second half as the Dogs all over Omaha Benson, 40-0 on our State Farm agent Bobby Hull scoreboard. Meet you where you're at and help you get to where you want to be. Timeouts are brought to you in part by Kevin McGann and the Fortify Group, as well as our other Sports Zone sponsors, Justin Thompson Agency, with American Family Insurance. With the ever-changing industry standards, they pride themselves in top-notch customer service no matter what type of insurance you're looking for. Farm, ranch, auto, home, life, or business, they have the answers to your insurance needs. Second half just about to get underway, and this is where we're going to play Russian roulette sometimes. And if Coach Altig has updated his roster according to what he has told me, as we'll certainly see a lot of substitutions for North Platte High tonight. Now they lead 40-0. The running clock will begin at the start here of the second half as they're up 35. As a little short kick from Carter still to Trey Peterson at the 20-yard line. Peterson now to the near side, trying to bounce. He's going around the far side, brought down from behind. There on this, a flag. Oh, whoa. As Peterson, I think, just took a swing at a player on the North Platte side following a hit. Trey Peterson not happy, taking a nasty wallop on that last possession. Came at a North Platte player. And now Coach Altig is on the field having looking to have a conversation, I think, with an official. So there might have been a helmet-to-helmet hit on North Platte side, or maybe a horse collar tackle. Ooh, a targeting call on North Platte. Helmet-to-helmet hit. So Benson will accept. And now Omaha Benson will start at their 20, I was going to say 25, but now they're going to waltz their way up following the late flag. And that's what got Trey Peterson all heated up. Luckily, he didn't get his own flag for an unsportsmanlike penalty. And as the clock starts winding down, 40-0, ball is now at the Benson 31-yard line as North Platte leads 40-0. Basically, the first team defense still out on the field for North Platte. 4 wide receivers on the field, 3 to the near side, 1 to the far side. Marshall in the shotgun. Now stepping back, looking to throw, pump fake, going deep into the sky, and it is incomplete in the vicinity of Ian Haremza. Got his little, I don't even know what you even call, club of a hand onto the football to make it incomplete. Again, Ian Haremza has a massive club over, I think, his right hand. Playing with an injury, an undisclosed injury right now, but that's another incompletion for Marshall. He's 2 for 8 today. And it's second down and 10 for Benson at their own 31-yard line. Shotgun formation again for Marshall. 4 wide receivers on the field. Knee move to the left of Dylan Marshall. Marshall hands it off to Moo. Moo just is lost in the sea of white jerseys. He at least claws forward a yard on the last effort that he had left in his body, and Nemu picks up 1 yard, and for Nemu, poor guy, unfortunately sits at still negative -4 yards of rushing today. But Omaha Benson now 9 total yards of offense. It's 3rd down and 9 for the Bunnies. Their own 32-yard line with 9:42 left to go. Kind of shocked. Maybe we'll just see the one possession of the Bulldogs' primary defense, and then they'll go to their second unit. Shotgun formation for Marshall. Move to his left. Marshall stepping back, looking to throw, has some pressure. Going deep down the near sideline. Oh, it's out of the hands of Trey Peterson, and then into the falling arms of Ty Hanneborg. As Peterson couldn't hold on to the ball, it goes through his hands, and Ty Hanneborg, who was falling backwards, picks it off. Second interception today as Sam Euling picked off the first pass from Marshall. And then Ty Hanneborg with the second as Shaka Taylor having a conversation with Peterson here on the near side. Not happy. Trey Peterson had plenty of space to catch that ball, but it just went through his hands and intercepted. And with that, oh, wait a minute, hold on. Oh, wait, they're going to say Benson has possession at the 47-yard line. What? So now a quick throw that almost is intercepted again by the side of Ty Hanneborg. But Benson now takes the ball over once again at their own 47-yard line. I'm not tripping, right? That ball was definitely intercepted. I was going to say. I guess there was a late penalty at the line of scrimmage that I didn't see in my celebration of that Ty Hanneborg interception. Well, with that, it's 2nd down and 10 now, so my apologies for missing the penalty, but Bunnies take over at their 47, 2nd down and 10. Marshall stepping back, going towards the near side again for Peterson, and it's going to be incomplete. And there's going to be a flag on the play. Oh, I was going to say, the far back judge had the flag pulled out as Peterson pushed off of Ty Hanneborg, but it doesn't matter as that's an incomplete pass from Marshall to Peterson. So 3rd and 10 now for the Bunnies with 7:20 left to go here in the game as the clock just keeps ticking away. Marshall trying to go to Peterson to revenge what happened last time he threw that ball in the direction. But 3rd and 10 now for Benson and the Bunnies at their own 47-yard line. 4 wide receivers, 3 to the far side. Peterson to the near side. Nemu to the right of Marshall. Dylan Marshall looking, quick pass over the middle of the field, in and out of the hands of Jermaine Samuel. That's an incomplete pass as Samuel now holding on to his hamstring. Now going to jog his way back to the huddle. 4th down and 10 for Omaha Benson. And it looks like maybe they'll go for it on 4th down. Trailing 40-0 with 6:29 left to go on our State Farm agent Bobby Hull scoreboard. Here we go, shotgun once more for Benson. To the left of Marshall, Nemu. Samuel to the far side. 3 wide receivers to the near side. Dylan Marshall now stepping back, looking, going, here, intercepted by Tiernan Vanalik, it looks like. Or, nope, correction, that's Ty Hanneborg. He finally gets his interception and jaws towards the sideline. To Benson is once again the intended target, Trey Peterson. And now Hanneborg gets rewarded with his interception as Marshall overthrew his intended target, Peterson. And just like that, the Dogs will once again now take over officially, this time for the first time of the 3rd quarter, up 40-0 with 5:36 left to go. Looks like that's Shane Patterson in at quarterback now for North Platte High School. Now he'll hand it up the middle to DeAndre Holmes. Holmes with some speed. DeAndre Holmes still going and is spun down to the 50-yard line. DeAndre Holmes, 17-yard pickup for DeAndre Holmes. And now we have an injured Omaha Benson player on the field. As on comes a training staff to take a look, and with that we'll step aside ourselves and come back with North Platte High School leading 40-0 on our State Farm agent Bobby Hull scoreboard on FM 98.1, AM 1410, and video live streaming on our Cedar Room live stream at NorthPlattePost.com.
Dave's Place is back.
That's right. Dave's Place is back open, but this time at a brand new location. Come check us out at our new Dave's Place, just north of Walmart at 502 East Francis.
But don't worry, we haven't changed the best of Dave's Place. So the best wings in town. And the best pizza, too.
And the family atmosphere you always want, just at a new stop. Dave's Place is now open at 502 East Francis in North Platte. Dine-in, carry-out, or DoorDash. Whoop, whoop.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back here to Omaha Benson, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and of course live streaming on our Cedar Room live stream at NorthPlattePost.com. Shane Patterson in at quarterback with also Tice Rathbun here to the near side of Speedback. Our timeouts are brought to you in part by Kevin McGann and the Fortified Group. The pitch out to Rathman. Rathman into the open field. There's a flag on the play as Tice Rathman will get pushed out of bounds. Oh, some more jawing to the far side, and finally a penalty. As getting into it, I believe, with I think Charlie Hunter on the far side. Nehemiah Lewis hitting, well, not essentially hitting, but shoving Hunter, following, I think we'll have, unfortunately, offsetting penalties because there was a flag at the line of scrimmage for North Platte. As checking out of the game now comes Lewis following that. Yep, a hold against North Platte, and then a personal foul against Lewis. But they'll keep the initial foul against North Platte, and they'll push them back now all the way to their 40-yard line. So penalties won't offset. Well, now, okay, well, it looks like they are as they're trekking the ball all the way forward now to the 45-yard line of Bunny's territory with 4:52 left to go. 40-0 on our State Farm agent Bobby Hull's scoreboard. Tice Rathman in at speedback. Of course, DeAndre Holmes in at powerback with Shane Patterson as the quarterback. Now Holmes off the left side in the open field. He gets spun down close to the first down marker. As DeAndre Holmes picks up another good carry. Short of the first down marker. They get 2nd down and 1 for North Platte High School. Patterson under center again. Oh, he almost got Benson off sides on that late hike from Patterson. 4:09 left to go in the third quarter. 2nd and 1. In motion, Rathbun. Patterson going to keep it himself. Shane Patterson into the open field, and he falls forward to the 30. Shane Patterson. Big run, his first run today, and Mr. Patterson with a good carry. Shane Patterson picking up more than enough 6 yards on the carry to make it 1st and 10 for North Platte High School. 3:39 left to go here in this third quarter. As he'll ditch the towel and now get set. 2 wide receivers here to the near side. In motion, Rathbun. The handoff now to Holmes. Holmes in the open field. DeAndre Holmes tackled from behind and swung down by Elijah Jones. And that's almost a first down for DeAndre Holmes. We'll see. They will give him enough for the first. The young Holmes really taking over when he's been given the opportunity to today. Another 1st and 10 for North Platte High School, leading 40-0. 2 wide receivers here to the near side, Reed O'Brien and Charlie Hunter. Patterson under center. In motion. Patterson going to keep it himself again. Now bounce it. Cuts upfield. Shane Patterson almost to the end zone. He will fall to the Benson 2-yard line. Shane Patterson, 18-yard run. As once again, Elijah Jones on the touchdown-saving tackle. As now it's 1st and goal at the Benson 2-yard line. As Peterson, as Shane Patterson, oh, we're going to have an offsides call. So offsides on the side of Benson and the Bunnies. Israel Taylor jumping off sides, and that'll make half distance to the goal and make it at least 1st and goal now at the 1-yard line for North Platte High. Leading 40-0 with 1:50 left to go here in this third quarter. Patterson under center. He's going to take it himself on the quarterback keeper, and Shane Patterson makes it another touchdown for the Bulldogs offense, 46-0. As they are all over Benson and the Bunnies. As the clock keeps ticking away, and now up to kick, I think that's Sam Stepka, senior, who had some practice kicks earlier today. Now His first today. Up in the air goes Stefka. He did it. Yes, Sam Stefka with the extra point. It's good to make it 47-0. And the senior Stefka, who was, again, deployed really for the first time this season in warm-up kicks, was trying to get into a rhythm, struggling a couple of times, but he hits the extra point, and it's now 47-0 on our State Farm agent Bobby Hull scoreboard. How about it? Senior kicker getting his first extra point of the season, and the Dogs just keep running away with it. Now leading 47-0 with 1:37 left to go in the third quarter as the running clock continues. As Stefka now up to kick off here. As the officials having a conversation with Coach Alting on the far sideline. As we're all ready to rock and roll now, and now still a conversation going on. As Sam Stefka finally gets the ball and now is ready to kick. Domination for the Dogs this entire game as they'll continue on with the lead up 47. Sam Stefka gets the whistle to light him up, and here he goes. Nice kick from Stefka. Going to be received by Moo at the 20-yard line. Actually, that's Jermaine Samuel. Samuel keeping his feet alive. Ball pitched on over to Trey Peterson, and he'll be spun down. Oh, and a late flag on the play. I mean, well after the play is over. Thrown right around the 27-yard line from the back official. I mean, he lobbed that sucker from 20 yards out. Now having a conversation with the umpires at the 30. Yeah, I was going to, there's a unsportsmanlike penalty going against Omaha Benson. I didn't see anything too over egregious, but with that, they'll back the Bunnies up to start their second offensive possession out of the half. So ball was going to be spotted at around the 30-yard line exactly, and now they're going to walk it all the way back to the Benson 15. First and 10 for Dylan Marshall and the Benson Bunnies, trailing 47-0 on our State Farm agent Bobby Hull's scoreboard. Yep, and here is the second unit defense now out for the Dogs as they battle against the first team defense of Omaha Benson. Oh, yeah, did I say defense? Yeah. Oh, sorry, my bad. Yeah, first team offense for Benson. Dylan Marshall in the shotgun with Nemu to his right. As Marshall was waiting, and now the whistle blows as that's the end of the third quarter. And with that, we will step aside ourselves and take a break. We come back, fourth quarter of play from Omaha Benson on FM 98.1, AM 1410, and video live streaming on our Cedar Room live stream at NorthPlattePost.com.
Hannah is at the library, and she brought Runza onion rings.
They're very crunchy, and crunchy is loud.
That's the double-dipped breading talking. Maybe they'd be quieter if you dip them in Runza's onion ring dip.
Wait, they have onion ring dip?
They do. Make some noise for Runza's homemade onion rings and dip. Because from the way we make it to the way it makes you feel, Runza makes it all better.
In a lawsuit, a little extra liability protection can go a long way. I'm Justin Thompson at the Justin Thompson Agency. A personal umbrella policy from American Family Insurance offers $1 million or more of coverage over and above the limits of your auto and home policy. And it's affordable. Contact Justin at the Justin Thompson Agency at 501 South Dewey Street or call 534-2400 today.
American Family Insurance.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back here to Omaha Benson, FM 98.1, AM 1410, 47-0 the lead for North Platte High School as we enter the fourth quarter. Dogs have just been in control from the drop and the blow of the whistle. Timeout's brought to you in part by Kevin McGann and the Fortify Group. Check out Kevin McGann and the Fortify Group. Location 621 South Dewey, Suite B. As here's Than Mint, who is pitched out to the far side from Dylan Marshall. And all that energy, I think, for just 1 yard. Man, I mean, Than Mint looked like he was rushing for 80 with how far he had to go around the line to make it. Oh, my gosh, and I think they actually said he gained 2 yards, so 2-yard pickup for Than Mint, who checks in for Nee Moo. Also, thank you to our Sports Zone sponsors for today's game, Hands of Heartland. Hands of Heartland has offered support and services for those with developmental disabilities in Nebraska since 1998, bringing those services to the North Platte area. That pass from Dylan Marshall intended for Trey Peterson. In coverage for North Platte, I think, was Camden Weaver. As we gaze into the abyss of the sometimes wonderful, bright, shiny North Platte jerseys. Yep, that is Camden Weaver, who was the defender on that play against Trey Peterson. 47-0, running clock on its way. 4 wide receivers, 2 to the far side, 1 to the near side. Marshall in the shotgun with Mint to his right. Marshall, low snap, stepping back, going deep down the middle of the field. It's incomplete, as that was intended for Jermaine Samuel, as a little collision from Samuel as well as Liam Bargell, as Bargell inadvertently collided with Samuel, and Samuel gives a little push. Man, very, very feisty today. I won't have to lie with you. It's a very spicy game these two teams been going with. Another incomplete pass for Dylan Marshall. He's 2 for 11 today as Enrique Hernandez to kick. And how about Liam Bargell deep to return? All right, young man. I've been so excited to see Bargell finally get a kick return or a punt return. Let's see what he can do, as Enrique Hernandez was going to kick, but there's a flag down on the near sideline. Might see a false start. We are going to see a false start against Benson and the Bunnies. They're at the 17, and now they're going to back up even more. It was 4th and 8. Now it's just going to be 4th and forever. As into the end zone goes Enrique Hernandez, as he's standing out exactly on the goal line. As Hernandez, good snap. Very high, booming kick. It is going towards the near sideline. Wow, it takes a fantastic Bunnies bounce. And will go all the way to the Bulldog 21-yard line. Wow, a booming kick. Best kick today for Enrique Hernandez. And North Platte will start at their own 21-yard line. I'm doing the quick math. He punted on the goal line all the way to that was a 79-yard punt from Enrique Hernandez. Wow, what a kick by Hernandez. And now the Dogs will start what potentially could be their last offensive drive tonight at their own 21-yard line, leading 47-0. Shane Patterson in at quarterback. On the field in terms of speedbacks, I believe Camden Weaver and Charlie Hunter. I think Hunter in at power back, as there's going to be an encroachment on the far side. That encroachment call going to go against Shy Bullion, as it's an encroachment. So now it's 1st and 5 for the Dogs. Power back Trevor Jorgensen now in, right behind Shane Patterson. Camden Weaver to the far side, as well as Tice Rathburn. In motion comes Rathburn. Patterson going to keep it himself. He's now going to be tackled from behind by Nee Moo, and there'll be a 1-yard pickup for the quarterback, Shane Patterson, to make it 2nd down and 4 with 7:34 left to go in the ball game. And the Dogs will just eat as much clock as they can. 2nd down and 4 for North Platte's offense. Liam Bargell here at wide receiver to the near side. In motion, Camden Weaver. Now off the left, here's Trevor Jorgensen. Jorgensen tried to break through an opening in the defense, but tripped up at the shoestrings by Than Mintz, and with that, Trevor Jorgensen might have gotten a singular yard again, and he did. It's 3rd down and 3. It's another North Platte running back onto the field. Jorgensen picks up 1 yard. 3rd and 3 now with 6:47 left to go. Shane Patterson under center. 2 wide receivers to the near side. The pitch out to Rathbun. Rathbun into the open field. Rathbun shakes a man. Rathbun, he's going the distance at the 40, 30, no one around, and that's Tice Rathbun with a touchdown. There is a flag at the 40-yard line. How about Tice Rathbun taking it to the house? Touchdown Bulldogs, but we'll have to wait and see as there is a flag at the Bulldog 42-yard line. Oh, a block in the back against the Dogs. That's heartbreaking as Tice Rathbun, who took it all the way to the house, unfortunately gets caught up in a penalty as a block in the back will put the Dogs and erase that touchdown, as Benson will accept the penalty. Oh, now they're going to call a personal foul. So originally it was a block in the back, and now they're calling a personal foul against the Dogs. Now they're at the 45-yard line, so 1st and 10 for North Platte High School with 5:18 left to go in the ball game, leading 47-0. In motion, Camden Weaver off the left side. There's Jorgensen. Jorgensen into a pile of green jerseys. Gets pushed forward. Good blocking from, how about Tice Rathbun, pushing his defender all the way to the 45-yard line to create some space to make it 2nd down and 4 for the Dogs. I'm about to say, but man, what a physicality these Dogs are bringing tonight is no joke. As we'll have, it looks like a false start against North Platte as Rathbun was in motion before the play started, it looked like. Oh no, a neutral zone infraction on Omaha Benson, and that's a free 1st down for the Dogs. 4:26 left to go as the clock continues to tick, tick, tick away. North Platte all but sealing their first victory this season, a 47-0 lead right now, barring any last-second touchdown. With how explosive they've been tonight, wouldn't be shocked if we saw it. Patterson under center. In motion, Camden Weaver. The pitch out to Camden Weaver on the far side. Cuts upfield, breaking a tackle. Camden Weaver on the far sideline at the 20, 15, one man to beat. Camden Weaver is in for a touchdown. 43-yard touchdown run from Camden Weaver. You speak it into existence, and Camden Weaver comes away scoring. No flags on the floor. And with that, the Dogs increase their lead 53-0. Camden Weaver with a big touchdown run, and the Dogs are all but sailing away with this one. 53-0 on our State Farm agent Bobby Hull scoreboard. Stefka's kick again is up, and it is good. Another one for Stefka. And it's now 54-0 on our State Farm agent Bobby Hull scoreboard. Dogs are just all over Omaha Benson today and have been the cleaner team. I think that's the word we could be using. Not only were they the better team, but also the cleaner team, as they lead 54-0 with 2:48 left to go as the clock keeps ticking away. 43-yard touchdown run from Camden Weaver. I'm running out of space on my score sheet for running backs. This is how Jeff Smeltzer feels. I feel so sorry for Mr. Smeltzer. I'll have to apologize to him next week when I see him to talk about the stats. And how because I always complain, how does he keep running out of room? I think I keep giving him enough spaces, and lo and behold, here I am doing the same issue as Stefka up to kick once more for North Platte High School in this fourth quarter, leading 54-0 with now 2:08 left to go in the ball game. As Liam Bargel checks in for Connor Stifler. Stefka now getting ready to kick. With 1:50 left to go as he keeps eating as much clock as possible. Squib tip off the back of a Benson player as the Dogs pick it up. No way. There's no way that worked. If that works, I can't believe it. There's no way. Oh my gosh, it worked. Sam Stefka, I think, inadvertently kicked the ball a little too low, and it bounced off the back of Robert Williams, the sophomore, who turned his back to go running down the field. It hit off of his back, and North Platte picks the ball up with 1:16 left to go. What on earth? And I don't think that was intentional from Sam Stefka. He looked just as surprised as everybody else, and the Dogs now come in for what could potentially just be the victory formation and take a knee and end the game. That is absolutely crazy. And this is how this game is going to end, as in comes Shane Patterson to take the knee with 49 seconds left to go. He just needs to take the one knee and the game will be over. As Patterson takes the knee, and with 40 seconds, the Dogs will now look to line up in victory formation as North Platte High School dominates Omaha, Benson, and the Bunnies 54-0. And for the first time in 2025, North Platte High School picks up its first victory. And it was in probably the most spectacular fashion they could have done so. And to be more honest, in a way that will spread confidence through the entire team. We talked about through so many games, what do the Dogs need to do to not only find a confident win, but also find their confidence? How about smushing Omaha Benson 54-0 to now move to 1-5 on the season, their first district win of 2025 and their first victory of the 2025 season, dominating Benson all throughout the game. And I mean, from start to finish, North Platte High School was just in firm control. And I think the word that I've used a couple of times tonight was hungrier. North Platte High School was just hungrier than Omaha Benson when it came to certain parts of the game. They never let any attrition get to them. They came out with a clear goal of what they wanted to do and didn't let that falter till the very end. And the Dogs, now 1-5 on the season, win 54-0 on our State Farm agent Bobby Hull scoreboard. The monkey is finally off the back. They can now breathe a sigh of relief. They have secured their first victory, but the job is not done. They still have 3 more games to go this season. 3 district games still left to go as well. But North Platte win in 2025, 1-5 on the year. We'll step aside and take a break. When we come back, it is our Quick Stop post-game show on FM 98.1, AM 1410, and video live streaming on our Cedar Room live stream at northplattepost.com.
Kylie is a Runza burger lover.
Especially if it's smothered with sauteed onions and French onion dip and topped with Swiss cheese.
Ah, sounds like you just had the French onion burger at Runza.
Yes. Yes, I did.
Are you crying?
Yeah, it's the onions. Wait, are you crying?
Yeah, because I love the French onion burger. Come get yours today. Because from the way we make it to the way it makes you feel, Runza makes it all better.
Personalized care with one goal, to keep you moving and enjoying life. Dr. Anthony Martin is now seeing patients at Great Plains Health Orthopedics, fellowship trained in hand and upper extremity surgery. Dr. Martin treats carpal tunnel, tennis elbow, arthritis, and trauma fractures throughout the body and is fluent in Spanish. Schedule today at 308-568-3800.
Your health is our mission. Great Plains Health.
As the crisp fall air rolls in, it's the perfect time to secure the insurance protection you need. Fortify Group has over 50 years of trusted experience serving customers in North Platte and beyond. We're here to cover all your needs: farm, crop, auto, home, and commercial insurance. Whether it's harvest season or time to winterize your home, we work with multiple carriers to find the best coverage for you. Visit fortifygroup.net to learn more, or stop by our office at 621 South Dewey and chat with me, Kevin McCann. No matter the season, you can rely on Fortify.
It's game time at Bill Summers Ford Honda Nissan during their kickoff sales event. Let's play some football! Score big with winning deals and tackle fall savings on over 300 new and pre-owned vehicles right on the lot. Don't miss your chance to drive home a victory. Only at Bill Summers Ford Honda Nissan. Ready to score? Stop out today or visit BillSummers.com 24/7. And you'll be a winner. When the leaves start falling and the temps start dropping, do your windows keep the cold out or let it in? From foggy panes and drafts to cracked or outdated glass, Larry's Glass can help you cozy up your home before winter hits. Repairs, replacements, even custom storm windows. Call Larry's Glass in North Platte today and stay warm, safe, and energy smart all season long. Larry's Glass, 211 West 5th, where quality meets clarity.
North Platte Post Sports.
Hands of Heartland has offered support and services for those with developmental disabilities in Nebraska since 1998 and is now bringing those services to the North Platte area. Residential services, respite services, community services, and even day services. Hands of Heartland offers a full array of services from 24-hour supports to just a few hours per week. Learn more today online at handsofheartland.com. That's handsofheartland.com. Hands of Heartland, providing creative opportunities to live and grow.
Hey, high school students, why wait to start college when you can begin transforming your future for free? Mid-Plains Community College is now offering free tuition for dual credit and early entry classes beginning this fall. Get ahead, save money, and transform your future while in high school. Talk to your high school guidance counselor or visit our website at mpcc.edu. That's mpcc.edu. Students are responsible for all course-related fees and must attend a Nebraska high school or Nebraska homeschool to qualify.
Experience the beauty of downtown North Platte and enjoy lunch or dinner at the Cedar Room. The Cedar Room is an unparalleled restaurant experience with its unique atmosphere where modern meets rustic. Enjoy a handcrafted cocktail made with the freshest ingredients by a master mixologist while dining from their delicious American fusion cuisine menu. Make a reservation by calling 308-532-4825 or reserve online at thecedarroomne.com. The Cedar Room, 505 North Dewey in beautiful downtown North Platte.
Hurry up, dude. The game's about to start.
Nothing beats spending the day watching the game with your buddies.
Dude, I'm literally right here. Let's do this.
Which is why a shelter insurance renter's policy is key to your winning game plan. It protects things your landlord's policy doesn't.
Dude, where's your TV?
What?
No way, dude.
Like that flat screen TV that just got stolen.
Ask me, Shelter Agent Brent Rogo, about Shelter's competitive renter's insurance rates.
The Bulldogs play here on FM 98.1 and 1410 AM KOOQ. Merrick's Ranch House. Lunch specials Tuesday through Saturday with two sides, just $10. See them on Facebook. Dine in, order online, use DoorDash, or just call for carryout. Merrick's.
It's the Quick Stop post-game wrap-up. Quick Stop never closes, with 24 locations open 24 hours a day.
Welcome back here to Omaha, Benson. I'm Paxton Gordon, and I can't see him right now because he's directly behind me as we have to safely help the people come down from the press box above us. But, Coach, it is your first victory of 2025. Congratulations, and it was an absolute dominating fest for your team. I mean, I think the word that I used all night is they were hungrier. I think that's the word that I've used so many times, specifically on a lot of those big plays. You just feel the hunger coming from your side, and it paid off in a big way with a 54-0 victory.
You know, we came out and we played the way, that we have in the last few years, and
And again, the kind of offense we run for teams that don't see it very often, it's hard for them to get lined up right. And hats off to our kids. They came out and they performed really well. And it's nice to be on the winning side of a game for the first time this year.
And of course you probably will feel it more on the bus, but you kind of feel like a weight's been lifted off the shoulders from this young team, because even though people like to talk about, they don't look at the record, we're all about next game forward. It's always in the back of your mind knowing that you've yet to win a game. So when that timer finally clicked off, can you just see just the relief and maybe just that burden lifted off from the team?
Yeah, it's hard to win football games, and we talked about that at halftime. I said, hey, guys, take a breath. Let's enjoy this. It's hard to win football games and go out and let's have a good time and, finish the game and not be sloppy and have silly penalties. And if penalties are going to happen, let's let them make silly penalties. We had a couple hustle penalties that, got some big plays called back. But for the most part, we came out and, we did what we wanted to do. We played, a real tough defense and came out and blunt force trauma pounded the ball.
Can we close the book on the full 4 quarters? Can we check that mark off? Can we say that officially? You're gonna give me the coach answer and say it was 3.5, and we'll try again next week.
I said at halftime, I was like, well, we're gonna get the older guys a break, and then as I looked around and I saw that we don't have that many older guys. Some of our what we call older guys are sophomores. So, it's we can cherish this tonight, but. We got a big game coming up. It's kind of like all of our games from now on are playoff games. We need to win and put ourselves in good positions and take the stuff that we did well and be able to carry that over to next Friday night with Lincoln Southeast.
I know, it's just crazy to still think that there is a theoretical chance that you could finish out this season a playoff team. A lot of the teams that are playing up next are either at 500, of course, Lincoln Southeast, not up to their normal standards. Then you got Millard South and Lincoln High, who is playing very, very well this season. So there's a lot of good points from a lot of high positions still left on the board. And I feel, and I talked about this too throughout the game, this just feels like a great propelling point because, the Lincoln Northeast game felt like the first little jump start of the engine. This game felt like the kickstart of it, and then it just plowed straight through the wall. You kind of expect this energy is going to continue on. Again, not as you say, not only just next week, but for the next 3 games, knowing how important they are.
Yeah, the guys can really see that when we come out and we can play a full game, what can happen. But you can't get too cocky. You got to be ready to come out and play as hard as you can. And next Lincoln Southeast, pretty dominating team. They're going to shorten up the game and run the ball, and so we're going to have to take advantage of all our possessions. They'll be precious next week.
It feels kind of weird, because all the talk sometimes about Class A is how they expand and really open up the field when it comes to whether it be speed or from some really great, utility players at the wide receiver position. Lincoln Southeast kind of is the old-fashioned way where they will ground and pound it down your throat just like you guys. Not in the, of course, the flexbone offense, but in their own similar power-running style. And it has caught some teams off guard, and it'll be a matchup of the physicality. Of course, that first time that you guys had a physicality matchup against Kearney didn't get off to the right foot. But ever since then, your physicality has been A+, Coach.
Yeah, we really learned a lot. We ran a lot of green guys out there for that first game, and now we got 6 games under our belt. So, like I talked to the guys last week about, we're all kind of veterans now. So we got to come out and we got to play like it, even though they're still most of them are 15 years old. They got to come out and be ready. And Lincoln Southeast is going to be a test, but if we want to make sure we extend our season, past the end of October, we need to play well and pick up a good win.
That's right. Of course, they're 3-3. They just took down Lincoln High earlier today. So you're only a few points out, Coach. 4 points to be exact from that 16th and final playoff spot. So I can't wait to see the motivation that it brings, not only for the next game, but really a good week's worth of practice for next week's game.
Yeah, we got to be ready to go. Strap it up. Starting Monday. We'll enjoy it on the way home and a little bit tomorrow, and then. Tomorrow evening, I'm sure we'll dabble into the film a little bit, and then on Sunday we'll hit it hard and get back to preparing to, try to get win number 2 on the season.
I was gonna say at least celebrate some of it. I have to smack you on your forehead if you didn't let him celebrate at least half of a day. And you as well, Coach, celebrate, because it's, again, for you as well, it's good to get that little energy off your back.
No, the players they have all weekend, but us coaches will we'll enjoy it right now, and then
back to work.
By the time we get home, and by the tomorrow evening, we'll be back at it.
All right, as always, Coach, thank you so much for stopping on by. Congratulations on your first win. You know what? To many more through the rest of the season.
Thank you very much. Safe travels.
I will. I'll see you next week. A very busy, oh my good heavens, busy week of sports next week on the docket for not just North Platte High sports, basically all North Platte High sports, but a 54-0 victory for North Platte High over Omaha, Benson, and the Bunnies. That was our La Casa del Rio's coach's interview at La Casa del Rio's. Guess what, Carl? Tradition is served with every bite. For years, families have gathered around our tables to enjoy the rich Mexican flavor that made us famous, from sizzling spices to our legendary mole gravy. Sounds so good right now. Slow-simmered, savory, and unforgettable, every dish carries the taste of tradition. Stop by La Casa del Rio's, 1911 East 4th, open Tuesday through Saturday, 11 to 8. La Casa del Rio's, well, tradition meets flavor. That was the end of our Quick Stop post-game show. 27 locations open 24 hours a day. Quick Stop always open right around the corner. As I said, next week is going to be a mouth-watering display of sports, and it's going to be absolutely intense. But before we even get to tomorrow, next week, got to talk about tomorrow. I will be in Wichita for the All-American Showcase for North Platte Community College men's basketball as they face Independence, Seward County, and Kansas City, Kansas Community College. 3 preseason games. You can watch all of my updates live, NorthPlattePost.com, as well as our Facebook page. Next week, district softball is upon us. That is the 7th and the 8th. Now again, this is unofficial right now, but if the math is official, and they've done all the calculations and everybody's played their final game of the season, North Platte High School will finish the year 14th in the state of Nebraska, which will give them the 2nd seed in District 1, which is held by the number 1 team in the nation, or number 1 team in the state, Miller North, who currently holds that number 1 spot. Again, I'm checking real quick to see if they've updated any of the maths. Last night, the Dogs were 14th. And guess what, Carl? They are still 14th. And with that, they'll be traveling to Miller North next Wednesday and Thursday before I take a fun travel back home for the Lincoln Southeast game. That will be at 6:30 kickoff, and or 6:30 pregame with kickoff at 7 o'clock. I know, I'm sorry. Our next early game is the Millard South game, so I got a little ahead of myself there. But North Platte High School comes away with their first victory of 2025, topping Omaha Benson 54-0. Thank you all for tuning in tonight, and I thank you all for, of course, sitting through another wonderful game. I can't wait to see you all next week. From Carl Anderson, Paxton Gordon here from Omaha Benson, we salute you and say good night, and see you all next week for more North Platte High Sports.
My name is David Merrill. I'm the head chef over here at the Cedar Room. What I hope to bring to the community is an opportunity to explore new horizons that people maybe haven't before because it was too expensive, too intimidating, too abroad. And I just kind of want to bring an opportunity for people to try new things in, exciting ways that, are still small town affordable. Stop on by at the Cedar Room located here in the historic Canteen District.